Legit, I've been wanting to play an Artificer. They seemed fun. But it also...
Hi.
Hi.
We're discussing
Hi.
Possible second
Yeah.
characters. Love that.
Well,
No.
listen, I got
Just
listen, I
in
got-
general, next character we play.
I have
Oh, yeah.
I have my Tabaxi monk.
I want an enchantment wizard.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well-
maybe I can make a gunslinger and call him Walker Texas Ranger.
Oh,
I'm gonna play my 4th warlock.
I knew
First,
you weren't like so much
Go
into
through the
Hey
entire.
Hey, and I
subclass.
think I'm gonna save Hey Hey for somebody else. But I do have a Tabaxi Barbarian. I would love to play for this campaign if Joel ever dies.
Oops, all tabaxis.
Oops,
Yes.
all Tabaxis.
I would be okay with that.
Yes.
Everyone has stupidly good
Everybody's
movement,
cats.
really good perception,
Yeah.
really good stealth.
We
You
can
can
call
I'd
it
be a high
cat.
touched ranger.
We can call it cats.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Oh my
yes.
God.
And it
And
will
then- and
it
then-
will be the edition with buttholes. If we
Yeah.
do cats, it
Oh.
will be the butthole
Duh.
edition, 100%.
Duh.
My lord.
I
Anyway,
entered
buttholes.
butthole first.
See what our team name is?
Oops,
The
all
world-
buttholes.
World's worst cereal. The worst cereal.
oh,
New
God.
art made.
Or the
it's
best.
Just, it's just backside.
It's just tangy. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Anyways,
I don't want a tangy
welcome
cereal.
back, everybody.
Hi.
Hate this conversation already.
A little musky.
No, I hate it. Anyways, welcome back to session 47. 3 more sessions till 50, which is wild. Look at us being middle-aged almost.
Wow.
What?
Is that right?
Wow.
50? You know, that's
Yeah,
middle-aged,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, moving on
You're
very
fine.
swiftly.
Call me
Last
middle-aged, you
time,
motherfucker.
I didn't call you. I said the stream D&D art
I
group.
feel I am almost
campaign.
middle-aged.
Joel, you don't look a day over 30.
Yeah,
Oh, thank
Coco,
you.
you look great.
42.
Actually, I deadass thought
middle-aged.
you were like in your 20s, so like.
So did I. That's not even like me trying to butter up anything. That's
Flex.
very much true. When
I
you
never
told
go
me you were like
outside.
40, I was like,
I'm inside all the time playing video games and doing nerd stuff, so the sun doesn't affect
ah,
me.
so that's the
Yeah.
secret of youth.
That is the secret.
And,
It is.
and
The
you, and
fucking
you
introvert.
moisturize. And you
Yes.
moisturize. That helps.
That too.
That's true. I probably should do that. Anyways,
Try drink water.
last time with the Ditherers
Drink
of
water,
Dismay,
DM.
I
DM, drink water.
don't have water.
Oh.
I had lemonade earlier.
I
I
don't
had
think that
water mixed in with it. You know?
My life-
Anyways, sorry, I've said that so many times already. Last time with Ditherers of Dismay, you guys finished the battle with Grimjaw. Some very dramatic moments happened. Amethyst dying and then not dying. Everyone she
Making
got
me
better.
sit on that for a whole goddamn week.
You guys killing Grimjaw with a kind of surprise round, essentially, or an extra round, getting up from everyone blacking out suddenly for no reason. Who knows why?
Who knows? Why?
Only to be able to kill a Grimjaw, which is great, because I was 100% going to have him dip the fuck out, and you guys were able to kill him, so look at that. We also found out another thing about Amethyst, that Amethyst totally could have killed Grimjaw like 3 times, but that's okay. It's fine. Know your abilities.
I'm not
that's all I'm
upset.
saying.
It's fine. The way it
You're
happened,
forgetting
him
to-
staring
that.
at me-
You're forgetting to add your extra damage.
Yeah.
Yep, me.
She got
Sorry for
3
that.
extra damage
Yep,
on.
yep. I was reading
yeah.
it too, and I was
It's
like,
that's that. Yep. Anyways, I was
I
like, oh
wonder if
hey, level
so-and-so
1
knows.
ability.
Fine,
It's fine.
because him dying, being burned to death, staring at me in horror.
Was a pretty
It's
good way to go
also
too.
great.
That's very
Yeah.
true. With that, you guys noticed some of the servants there kind of seeing what the fuck was going on. You talked with them briefly to find out they know Mariana. Your first person who has admittedly known Mariana and said they had information. You also went into the kitchen to find out that a few of the servants who had talked prior, who had said they don't really know anything about the slavery and stuff you guys were talking about, clearly were showing their side. They had slit the throat of another servant and was in the middle of doing so for the other, and you guys were able to save them, risking time and yourselves in that, which was very heroic, so very congrats. And you guys ran down through the secret entrance, only to find out that Zephyr had missed a secret prison cell, and could have probably maybe found Mariana at the time.
Oh my god,
Did you
that
feel
didn't even
bad?
dawn
You
on
didn't look
me.
hard enough.
Yeah.
That didn't
Yeah.
even dawn on me. That Zephyr was
But
crawling around as a little squid down there, and
Yeah.
Mariana was locked
Well,
behind that
octopus.
door.
potentially,
whatever.
yeah.
Tried.
But you guys quickly realized you wouldn't be able to get out as the
Shit.
cave was locked and there was gates and stuff. So you ran back up, running all the way upstairs onto the parapet. Is that what it's called? The wall.
Balustrade? I don't know.
Is that what it is? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just making up fancy words.
Same. And once again, jumping to safety. Well, this time, I guess technically you guys teleported using Zindig. You had seen Shalar, the kind of wind around him cold, or the air cold, kind of expressing his disappointment in you guys. How much he liked you guys, and was really disappointed that this happened, as he was the one that brought you guys on. And with that, you guys charged away, running as far and as fast as you can, being pelted with bolts, crossbow bolts. What are you guys doing? That was a really good time for the music to just die out. What are you guys doing?
I think we're still
Running.
running. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're running.
Hold on, what's the...
What are our surround? Like, where are we? Like, what's going? Like,
Well,
Well, I would like you to draw us a detailed map of where we're at.
yes.
good
In
thing I
that
have a map.
moment. In
Eventually,
this
I will
very
need to
moment.
heal. I'm running on very low.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
I'm-
no, we
I'm
all...
Not, I'm not great. We all got hit by some arrows. I think right as the last session.
I
Um,
can't remember.
You guys are technically
Yeah.
running towards the mountains,
right? The mountains, yeah.
Slash towards probably the lake, as you are heading out kind of in, this is kind of rocky terrain, could give you guys potential cover. But you guys do have 4 other commoners of different races, half-elves, halfling, a gnome, and 2 humans, I believe, are that, I think. And then you had an unconscious elf, high elf, in Amdrus's arms. And as you guys are running, I would like you all to roll Constitution saving throws, please and thank you, because you just had a fucking tough battle.
How about no?
And Amethyst, I'm
bad.
sorry you have disadvantage, because you did die.
You died.
How dare you?
I love
got
when me and
better.
Coco get
You
the same
did.
rolls.
But it's still kind of affecting you.
I hate you.
How often does that happen? I need someone to
A
go
lot.
back and count how many times, because that's happened so many times with you two.
A lot.
And you'll have different scores too, but you'll still end up getting the same result.
Mhm.
So, Joel.
18.
Okay, Amethyst.
6 would have been a 19, but
Sorry.
you fucked me.
Yeah, fuck me. You gain a point of exhaustion. Zephyr.
Fuck who?
I'm
21.
always exhausted.
You're good. Amdrus.
5.
Point of exhaustion. A team,
Oh, no.
also 18, right?
Yep.
Then you're fine. What are you guys doing? As you can see, the other I will roll for them as well. Hold on.
Hey, Aurora.
They are all looking very exhausted except for one.
We're like running away from everyone we know, and we have.
Really are. It's really bad.
Aurora,
Yes.
do I recognize these mountains? The side of the mountains.
No. You're not that close to them. You can see them obviously in the distance. Like, you're not like in the mountains or at the base of the mountains. But the current direction you're kind of running, I assume either towards the river that comes from the mountains or straight towards the mountains. Regardless, you're going to the mountains.
So we go, yeah, we just head towards the mountains for now
What do you guys do?
and try to rest and camp.
Can I do a perception check of like over to the east side, because I saw those like flickers of flames the other day, right?
It was...
That was like way north.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, that was like towards Sun Meadow. You're probably way too far to be able to see
Oh.
anything. Yeah.
Never mind then.
Yeah.
I can't remember how long ago that was.
It was a few days. No, it was like a day. It was like yesterday. But even then, you had only seen them briefly, and then you hadn't seen them beyond that. What are you guys doing? Just continuing running?
We're furiously
Yeah.
typing to each other in group chat, trying to figure out exactly what we want to do.
No, but yeah, I think we run to the mountains, try to camp for now, because we got people
Definitely.
that need to heal. We have a lot of exhaustion happening, and it's not going to be any.
Would you say crossing these like rivers would be difficult for us?
Yeah,
DM?
they're very large.
Okay.
Those are,
Things.
boat worthy.
Yes.
Fuck-a-doodle do.
Like, especially that main one coming from Kaiman, which is kind of a similar to that one going up into the trees there. They're like a couple miles long, wide. Very big.
Jesus.
Like a mile wide or a mile and a half, 2 miles, something like that. I forget the exact number I gave it.
I mean, I could shift into something that maybe you could swim people across.
Potentially.
Can
I mean, you guys
swim?
have potential options.
Yeah, I can wild
can
shape
swim,
into
'cause
swimming
we-
creatures.
She had to swim in order
Though
to
I
get to
believe somebody
octopus.
might need a short rest first, because I don't think she has any wild shapes left.
Wait.
Because
Actually,
Zindig is
that's a
still
good
out,
point.
and you turn to a bear.
Right. Okay, never mind.
You still, like, if you
Okay.
guys have a short rest, which is an hour, you could. But
Can
Yeah.
someone who's not tired run a perception check, see if we're still being pursued?
Also, what do these people
yes,
that
I
are
will
with
check.
us? What do they
I
want
can
to
also
do?
do a perception check.
they're just running with you guys. They have no way to defend themselves. They are just
I got a nat
following
1 on a
yours.
perception check. Cool, 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 cool.
Well,
cool,
Doing
cool,
great,
cool,
doing great.
30, 20.
Ooh. Complete opposites there.
Yeah, I got a 7.
Mine's a 5.
Give me a second. Alright. As you guys are kind of looking around, Joel, you're just kind of frantically looking. You don't see anything at all. You don't see them, so I mean there's that. Atim, as you're kind of looking around and you're trying to focus, you don't see anybody. Like immediately
Why?
around. So if you need to stop and think, you can at least do that.
That seems like a trap.
Are we far?
That feels like a DM trap to me. I don't know if I trust that.
DM, how long have we been running?
At this point, probably like
Minute.
I would say a better part of an hour or two, just bolting as much as you can.
Okay. And it's like midday, right?
Yeah, it's like 1 o'clock
Yeah.
or something like that.
We need to hide somewhere. We need to see it.
Yeah, get into
We're
the
not gonna-
mountains. We
yeah,
hide.
I think we can slow down. At least. Like start taking walking speed.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
decide against my plan. Okay.
That everybody down with that?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Yes.
As you guys kind of all come to a stop, you can see that everyone, other than one of the human women that are with you guys, is just like breathing super heavily and just like fall over. You're not used to just bolting like that, but you can do it for your life.
So would you say we're kind of in like a safe-ish place right now? Like,
Sure.
kinda
You're kind
concealed?
of, I mean, again, this is a bit of rocky terrain around here, so you can easily find like a spot between some kind of rocky hills, and find a relatively safe place. You don't know if they are directly following you and you just can't see them, or what.
Also, Mr. DM, I can't find the thing you were telling me about on my character sheet. The Genie's Wrath.
Oh,
Not the second, not the first thing. The second thing. The
Gotcha, 'cause I
extra
was
bit
like-
damage. Yeah. No.
It should be under your genie's vessel
Mm-hmm.
ability.
Yep.
The one that talks about going into.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not showing up. For
It's
me.
really small text. It's right under the check for your.
Like where you click it when you go under,
Where you
there's
click the long
a little
rest.
side note that says Genie's Wrath. Once during your turn, you can hit when you hit with an attack roll, you can deal extra 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just click the ability and bring up the thing, it's at the bottom. Like you just scroll down. It's just there's like 2 abilities in that one ability. So
yeah.
So I'm gonna move the camera. Don't mind me because I didn't. Do
Okay,
this before.
I'll just like screen share with you after because I can't find it. But yeah. Okay, cool. Anyways.
Do we slow down? We're slowed down, right?
Yeah, at this point you guys have kind of stopped from if you guys are you guys trying to have like a short rest? Essentially.
I am going to heal too.
Okay, if you're gonna cast a spell. Well, that's why I was asking if you wanted a short rest because you can heal with hit die if you're gonna have short rest.
Yeah, we should probably take a short rest because then I can use my Song of Rest to give you guys an extra D6.
Sure.
All right, D6. Yeah, 1 extra D6 on top of your hit die.
Yeah, that's if you use a hit die, which I assume all of you guys are probably gonna do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you kind of all sit down. And you can see the 4 kind of commoners and the unconscious one that you were holding, Amdrus. Kind of, I assume you lay her down.
Yeah.
Kind of just taking it, like breathing in as much as they can and catching their breath. And as you guys kind of sit there, the halfling man, Bird, which I think you had heard his name, just says, "Right, what's the plan?"
Well, we didn't exactly know that you guys were gonna be here with us at this point, so we didn't really think that far ahead. What would you like to do? What is your plan? And like, just
He
maybe
just kind of
start
thinks,
there?
goes, "Well, I would like to go back home, check on my family." And you can see the female half-elf just kind of, "Yes, I have heard that Sun Meadow fell, and I am from there. I would like to go there as well. See what is left."
Yeah.
Well, Sun Metal might be a little rough.
It's under new management.
Well, better.
hope.
Better
I did hear
management.
that.
Yeah, better
yes.
management.
Oh, what is?
Where's everybody from?
She kind of like looks. They kind of like all look at each other and they go, "All over." As I said, I'm from Sun Meadow, and she kind of looks and she goes, "Sorry."
I was gonna ask if did any of them know Inari?
Yeah. As you say that, she goes, I know of him. He owned a jewelry store."
Yeah, we met him. He seems to be kind of like leading him and like Farlin and Viraga or something like that. They're all kind of like taking over the safety of Sun Meadow. We cleared out the cult that had taken over Sun Meadow, and they're kind of trying to help rebuild the city.
Well, that's good to know. That's some good heads. Well, that's good to know. I would like to go back eventually. And she kind of looks and she goes, "By the way, thank you. And just for proper introductions, my name is Naireen.
Naireen.
And this is the female half-elf. And the male halfling goes, Bird, or halfling, sorry, he goes, I am from a small farmer town called White Oak to the south. You see Anya, the female human, mentions that She is from Crow Point.
Oh.
And lastly, what the fuck is the other one? There it is. The Rock Gnome, which his name is Auric. He is from all the way up north from Stonewick.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Y'all are from all over. How did you end up down in Lakefall?
Similar but different stories. Auric kind of goes, well, I got in a bit of trouble in my town, and the I guess you could say mayor, noble lady that kind of runs the town, I had connections, I guess, and it was community service for me. So I was sent to the keep. You can see Anya goes, she says, well, being from Crow Point, I had done some traveling. I was wanting to move, and I was traveling, and they offered shelter. So I came with, and it was kind of a debt that I owed them. I couldn't really leave until I was paid it, but every time something else came up, and I owed them something more. Whether it was breaking something or doing something, messing something up, they would add more and more to my debt.
So this was
Indentured servitude, basically.
indentured servitude.
Kind of, yeah. And Bird kind of goes, similar. They are protecting a lot of the people in White Oak, and we couldn't pay. So instead, I paid with services and came to help.
that's awful. I'm sorry.
Well, that's why I'm hoping my family's okay. Just kind of... Sorry.
So they just kept taxing you on every little thing.
Mostly, yes. To keep us there. Or held over, you know, the reasons why we're here.
Interesting.
You just hear someone typing very... just putting that out there.
Sorry, my friend.
That's good. Mechanical keyboards, what can you do?
Yep.
Yeah. And they go, some of us tried to escape, but never ended well. Mariana was one of them.
What?
Yeah. I think Anya had mentioned that we knew of her. She was
Oh, yeah.
another one of us that, under the circumstances, was brought into working for the Shifting Tides, and like many of the other ones that you guys cut down, there are those that aren't good at fighting, so they were put to the cleaning and cooking. Like, what's the name? Dominant name, sorry. Like Gorm and all those. The half-orc fellow. But a few had tried to escape. They were caught. And it never really ended well. We don't fully know. One was made of example after failing to flee a few times, and was flogged to death
Jesus.
in the
Who
courtyard.
did the flogging?
Mostly Grimjaw. But I know that Mariana and a male high elf named Yelric were whisked away. A lady had come and collected them, I guess. I don't know where they went. I just know they went down further through the lake.
Further into the lake.
Yeah.
So they went east or west.
Pretty
What was
much.
the name of the one that went with her?
Yelric.
Yelric.
Oh, the
Yeah.
elf. I thought you meant the lady.
As you guys are talking, and let me get the name, because again, so many damn names in different places. You can see that the female high elf, kind of that was unconscious, begins to kind of stir and wake up, and has clearly heard this, and you can just hear kind of what's it called? A coarse kind of croak in her voice, and she goes, I think the lady that got her were named Luna, they called her. Or Thaluna, something like that. You can see her, she kind of was pushing herself up. Kind of to sit up, and you can see that the other servants kind of go to her side and ask her if she's okay, and she kind of nods.
I want to go reach into my backpack and break out like some snacks, some dried goods, and hand them to the commoners and just be like, here, take these, divvy them amongst yourselves.
And they'll gladly like thank you and take it. Whoa, God. Begin kind of like slippering and kind of chewing on some of it. And you can see the now awoken female elf looks at all you guys and says, thank you so much for helping. My name is, I want to say Laudna every time, but it's similar, and that's why. Her name is Lothna.
Lothna. Got it. Well, Lothna, it was our pleasure. If anyone to thank, can thank old Joel here. He's the one brought you back. I just carried you off.
Well, it was really Peller, but you know.
She'll look to you and like gives you like a big kind of sincere thank you.
Pay it back.
Of course.
Pay it back. Join
it
join the
forward.
religion. Here's the
Yeah.
pamphlet.
Start your own cult. The irony, full circle. She just kind of goes, who are you exactly? I think I heard Grimjaw at one point calling you the Ditherers.
Of Dismay.
All right. Well, heroes, if anything. So thank you.
Just doing the right thing.
Not a lot of people
Trying
do.
to, at least.
Definitely
Amethyst-
trying.
Amethyst is gonna look at the rest of the group and just kind of like, I just want to say sorry for starting all of that.
It had to be done.
I feel like
Yeah.
you've kind of finished it too.
What do you mean?
It's not the time.
I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Well,
I know
we'll
we're
talk about this
no,
Well-
I know we're all a little bloody, bruised, and beaten. But Jesus Christ, you can't just be dropping cryptic hints. You're not some fucking god of riddles. Out with it, man.
You have something to say, Joel?
Say it with your chest, Joel.
I
Did
do have
some-
something to say, but this is not the time or the place for
Say
it.
it with your chest.
Oh. Well, if you ever want to talk, I'm here.
You are here.
Yes.
I'm sorry. This is getting weird.
She's gonna just like touch her face, like, "Am I here?"
Like, what's happening?
Did you take an advanced like oh no, not physics. Fuck.
philosophy.
Thank you. Did you take an
You got
advanced
your-
philosophy? Yeah. Did you take an
Sure thing,
advanced
what are the other
philosophy
PH?
course? Yeah.
Well, no, it's just we were all there. We all saw the same thing. It just doesn't make.
I was unconscious. I have no idea what you're
Saw
speaking
what?
about.
So what?
Amethyst, do you know anything about that?
How are you feeling? I'm pretty sure you.
Yeah, she full
Died.
out died. She was dead.
Like, we all saw that, but even later you got, well, I thought you were gonna get hit, but like some purple mist or something just, I guess, protected you. It was weird.
I almost had, I guess, a dream would be the best way to describe it. And I made a deal to come back. I didn't.
Deal with who?
She's gonna look at like the other people that are just there.
They're all
That's
like
kind of
looking
why Joel
confused.
didn't want to have this conversation in front of a bunch of commoners.
Yeah.
This is gonna freak them out. But
You're the one who brought it up. You started this shit.
I mean, we can save it if you really rather talk about it another time. I know we just went through a lot. I'm just confused.
I will tell you about it. I do promise you that. And she's gonna look at Joel, who seems to be the most fucking spooked out of. But I will tell you once we have an opportunity to.
We go.
sorry, Amdrus.
Are you say sorry a lot.
Do I?
Joel, I appreciate the hell out of you. We will figure this out one way or the other. Apparently, according to you and Amethyst, she's made a deal, so. But that's clearly for another time.
You kind of all kind of feel this like kind of almost cold gush of wind that kind of comes through the like kind of rocky terrain, and I'll kind of get a shiver.
I roll a perception check.
Sure.
Maybe we should seek more shelter.
Oh no!
Much money in a one.
What
Oh,
the
no.
fuck?
You look around and it's just the wind. You don't hear or see something.
That feels so bad. A natural 20 and a nat 1. Like that's.
Don't look at that one.
Bless you.
Jesus.
Can I look for more shelter? Or better shelter?
Sure.
More better shelter.
What? This is something. 18.
I mean, you guys are kind of out in the middle of nowhere at the moment. There isn't a whole lot of shelter beyond.
Are we
like,
heading out into
where
the
you
mountains,
already
or,
are?
or did we just abruptly just stop moving entirely? I thought we were still walking.
No, you guys sat down and had a short rest.
Oh, we did?
Yes. All this conversation happening in a short
I
rest.
thought this was happening while we were walking.
No.
Short rest.
Short
Which
rest.
You get an extra D6 on top of your healing because of my Song of Rest.
Oh,
No,
shit,
I
I
don't know
didn't
how I
know
missed
that.
all of that. I don't know how I
Thank
missed
you.
any of that.
Thank you, too.
I think
forgot about that.
technically, Amdrus, you're supposed to roll and everyone gets that number, but that's fine.
Oh.
That's fine.
Well, I got a 5, so.
Same.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Twinsies.
that's weird because I also rolled a 5 on my D6.
Amazing. People get
Oh,
fives.
Perfect.
amazing.
I rolled a
Perfect.
6, but
Okay, that's fine.
D&D
Moving
You
Beyond.
get
forward, we'll have
one-
you roll it, but-
You get 1 psychic damage after talking with Amethyst.
Yes.
Sorry. The whole website died for me, so I had to restart.
Oh no.
It was an
Did
extra
your-
5 though, right? Yep.
Is your Discord okay though?
Yeah, Discord's fine.
so
No, I think it's the
DM
website because mine keeps doing it, too.
this
that's weird.
cold. Would you
Mhm.
say this cold is similar to the cold that we just felt a little while ago when Shalar came into the room or the area?
Make a nature check. My nature cleric.
Because it's the middle of the day. I don't know what
Yes.
time of the year it is.
It
I'm not
is-
100% sure about
It's
that.
currently like kind of an overcast, a bit chilly, but you're kind of out
Didn't
in the
even need
open.
it.
I was trying to be subtle, but Pyro, check your Discord, please.
19.
I didn't hear that.
19. It's not the
Check
same.
your Discord.
This seems kind of natural, maybe a little more, but it's not the same.
Was it more like when we were traveling, how it was like going from hot to cold, like kind of? Was
That's
it more,
more
of
what
that?
it feels like? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think we should go.
Let's get up and run. Joel just gets up and starts running.
Just you're looking at the window like, okay, all I need to hear.
It was just the tone of Ataim's voice when he said that, especially after a minute before that. There's a secret message between him and somebody else. So let's get the fuck out of here, guys. Come on. So where are we going?
Where are
Into
you
the
guys going?
mountains.
We
Do you?
Into the
Shelter.
unknown.
May I ask, DM? Do you think there would be a way for us from where we're at to maybe cut through the mountains to get these people to Sun Meadow? Like kind of hook around, maybe?
You could travel through the mountains, go all the way around. That would be a long travel
Coco,
and be
Coco.
probably very dangerous.
just as a point of interest, we just gave Sun Meadow to the Shifting Tides.
Yes.
So, what do the Ditherers of Dismay do? We kill Shifting Tides members if we have to. What? We just killed their one of their head dudes. What? Come on.
Maybe in the state that we are currently.
Well,
But
we would
al-
have time in between. We would
No,
have,
but
like,
also I
rest.
don't want to send commoners into what we already know for a fact is enemy territory.
Okay, the commoners are. We're all in. Not like they're going to be mountain climbing or dealing with something awful. So I mean, it's just the lesser of which awfuls, and some of them know Sun Meadow. So that was just my thought process. But
One of them knows Sun Meadow.
oh,
Yeah.
They
I'm
all
sorry,
seem
I
from
like Sun
different.
Meadow.
That's fine. They all seem to be from different places. In fact, if you ask or maybe
Time to
she
go back
heard
to
and she tells
Harrison.
them-
So can we go to
Just-
I
Haru?
wish.
Yeah.
Everyone just goes
I should
to
really-
Harrison.
Hold on.
Like,
give
or-
me-
I wish we could hook around go around the bottom of the lake and get to Shadeburrow again. But
I mean, you could
It would
We'd
take.
have to get a boat.
We have to we have to figure out a way to cross the river.
just to like make this an official point.
we
I'm
could
gonna
all
do
ride
that.
Zephyr.
That's about where Hera's Inn is. Just so you guys know.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Perfect.
Can I actually use my?
I'll have to update the map. to...
It's become a weird POI in our campaign that
Yeah.
we probably never expected. All
Nope,
of a sudden,
it was
there's
a
roadside
random
inn.
encounter.
Of course it
Yeah.
was.
That's fine.
Isn't it always?
I will say I expanded my random encounters to just like a long part of my notes to an entire different document that's about 4 pages long.
Nice.
So
What?
Yeah.
Nice. Love that.
I have
Um,
weather effects. I have northern encounters, southern encounters, forest encounters, lake encounters now, night and day for
Wait,
all. Yeah,
DM?
I had a big moment. Hi.
Love
DM,
that.
Say Southern for me again.
Southern, whatever.
Southern?
Southern.
Did I say
I like
southern the
southern.
first time?
I like Southern.
Say
Yeah.
I change
Southern.
it.
Southern.
Southern.
I like it. It's
I
fun.
love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
when I
mean,
say southern, I just think of southern, like Texas.
Yes.
And I don't like it.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
I'm putting some like
Uh,
put some like
Dude,
dank on it. You're like Southern.
Southern.
I love it. It's
Hey,
great.
Aurora.
Southern.
Bubble Bay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yes, penguin.
Yeah.
Can I send a message to Elazar through the sending stone?
You certainly can. As I assume you guys are getting up and going. I was in the middle of saying that, and we kind of got a whole thing. I will say that Lothna does say that she is from all the way in Rosefall.
Rosefall.
Okay,
Oh my
Rose-
god.
They all need to chill out because we're not
Shit.
taking them all home.
Oh, I know, but
Well,
just letting you guys know that.
I don't
Oh.
think
yeah,
they asked.
Penguin had asked.
Penguin, what were you asking?
Oh,
Sorry, not Penguin, but
no, you're good. I'm gonna say because it's 25 words, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, it's Zephyr. How are things? we have some folks with us that need shelter. Would Haruz be safe?
Karas?
Auras.
Haruz?
Haruz? Who's Haruz?
It's a character from a show.
Yes. Yes.
My bad.
That's fine.
Um,
Yeah.
Should I ask anything else? I'm gonna say to the party because I think I have a few more words and probably would use that.
Last thing you hear is, should I ask anything else?
Am I gonna have a new little brother or sister soon?
Stop it.
There's
This is
a
your
little
step
bit.
apprentice.
There's a little bit of a wait before you hear Elazar's voice go. A bit strange hearing you suddenly. I do not know how much room she would have. How many are we talking? That was not his voice, but that's fine. It was his voice. I just did it wrong. That's what he asked.
It got a little warbled through the sending, so.
Exactly. And for the sake of this, we'll say that he casted it, so you can reply back.
Oh, perfect.
Just for the sake of ease here.
I'm trying to figure out how many words I can say.
Good.
We have 5 people, right?
Mm-hmm. Can we just turn Harris into like the hub of a revolution?
I say.
Yes!
Entire Blooming Vale. Yeah, I'm sure that will go well.
Well, you know,
just totally
sending
has
stones. We have 5 people, with us, from all over, and we're unsure where to take them. I think that's about it.
All right. Well, there's no more replying to any of that. So you said what you said. Cool. You get no reply because there's no more back and forth from that. That's as much as you can get.
Well, he didn't respond. But we could try Hara's place.
I assume at this point you guys are up and moving. Yes? Or you
Mhm.
Yeah,
just...
no, we've been.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've
As
been-
soon as
Just
Otsayam
making
said
sure.
we need to go, we went.
Yes. Except during that entire time, okay, because I didn't realize we were short resting. So
Yes.
just to be brief, during the short rest, Ataim would have pulled out the paper birds
Oh.
and was writing a note to father,
Daddy went back.
Daddy Winbucks, yes.
Jesus.
Hey,
Wait until my father hears about this.
And then right as I send it off
Daddy.
is when he's like, we need to go.
Yeah.
Papa!
Almost like as you send it off, that wind kind of comes through and picks it up and sends it off.
Yes. But the note would read, maybe in some trouble. How might one, or 4, break from a magical contract that leaves a tattoo? We were contracted with the Shifting Tides and have since aggressively ended said relationship. We're probably definitely being hunted. Love you.
Love you. Love
Love you,
that.
bye!
All right. And that gets sent off. That's not an immediate thing. It
That's
flies
not an
through the
immediate-
air,
it's not.
so
Yep.
yeah,
It's not an immediate thing.
You
so
see it
it's just more
disappear.
like,
off in the
Mhm.
distance. Cool.
We'll find out more about that someday eventually. Cool.
Eventually,
Yep.
hopefully.
Someday
Oh
eventually.
my god.
We'll
As
see.
long as it's, there to receive it, because,
I mean, it goes wherever he is, I guess. But yep.
True, and the last place he was Crow Point. Just putting it out there.
Yep.
And he was injured.
Yeah.
Just, reminding you of what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
We
Everything
should
that
really,
everything we've done, it's okay. It's fine.
we should really change our names to Ditherers of Daddy Issues.
Yeah.
Honestly-
Daddy and daddy issues.
Honestly,
Daddy issues of dismay.
Yeah.
Daddy Issues of Dismay! Yes!
Amdrus really is the only one without daddy issues.
yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know who my dad is. If you count that as daddy issues.
I was like, I don't know who
Yes,
my dad
you
is
do.
either. My adoptive father.
That's
though.
that's me.
Great.
And Anti-Im's daddy issues are currently he's hurt and in the middle of a war.
Well, that too. But my real one,
Well,
we still don't know.
That's true. That's true.
I have parent issues.
That's true.
Welcome to
Clarification.
D&D, where everything is about parent issues.
I
Yeah.
mean, I would say who doesn't have a tragic backstory and wants to go adventuring, but then there's Amdrus. Which
It's
this
token
is his
straight.
tragic.
It's the token straight.
I had a
Adventuring
great,
for a girl.
I had a great childhood. You know, we're just out here vibing.
There you go.
Wanted to prove something to ourselves,
God.
so we
A
did.
girl was in trouble that he loved and went on an adventure to try and save her.
I am romantically inclined. I have romantic issues. Does that count for something?
Sure.
Of course.
I mean,
Fucking breeder.
Okay, all right. That was not expected. Let's move on.
Sorry
I
for
love
the
it.
slur. I
Petition-
apologize.
Petition to
it.
just start calling straight couples breeders.
I
already do.
I was like, I get called that already by my brother's boyfriend enough, whom I live with.
My lord.
He'll come home. He'll come home, and I'm like, oh, hi James, and he goes, hey breeder, and I'm like,
Cool. I need to meet him.
That's very nice.
That was
very
very
nice.
I
Seems
very
love
cute.
that.
Seems
Oh
great.
my lord.
Even though
On
I'm
that
in a
note-
straight passing relationship, I don't count because I have no intention of breeding.
There we go.
yeah,
Exempted.
do I still count if I have no intention of doing it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay,
Well, that's
moving on. You guys are
D&D,
currently
the big
running.
Side tangent.
Yes.
Side tangent. These were all conversations that happened during break.
Right. As you guys are rushing, are you running? Where are you guys directing? Like, are you heading towards the mountains? Are you heading towards the river to try to cross it? Are you going to try to circle back and go through the lake? What are you guys doing? You guys are just kind of running without direction at the moment, and I need to know what direction.
Yeah.
Feel
That's the
like
problem.
the
That
mountains
is
are-
a problem.
Well, I think that the mountains are going to give us the most cover.
But we're just running into the mountains to run in the mountains. Like, don't we need a direction of like? Would it be dumb just to run in the mountains then again to? go
Well,
to
we can
some-
still head toward. Is it Sun Meadow if we'd want? We don't necessarily have to stop there, but
I thought we were just talking about taking them to Harris.
well, yeah, but we have to. I don't think we're gonna just cross the river.
Yeah, we can't.
We don't
can't
have a
take them to
boat.
Harris tonight.
Yeah, we're not
Maybe-
getting anywhere. In by tonight,
Where is that
yeah.
music coming from?
Who's got an ice cream truck?
And why are we sharing?
Just Pyro's the problem child today.
We need to find someplace to camp tonight, so that way we can recover our health and spell slots and eliminate a lot of this exhaustion. And then tomorrow we can make our way
Let's do it.
downtown.
Sounds like a plan.
But where are we going?
Yes, sorry.
Into the
And
woods.
that's why I was saying, yeah, into the mountains for camp.
Are we going into the woods or
Well,
to the mountains?
I'll tell you, you seem
it's
like
kind of
we
all
were in quite a rush to
mountains,
leave.
but-
Is there a reason why we're in a rush to leave so quickly from where we were just sitting and having a nice conversation? 'Cause you were telling us we had to leave pretty quickly, and why are we like now starting to run again?
They're coming, so we need to keep going.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I was just curious. I was wondering if you knew something we didn't, I didn't know.
That was it.
Okay.
Oh, well, let's go. So we'll just northwest a little bit, like where the mountain meets the forest.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
northwest. Okay. And I will say, like, it's kind of somewhat hard, but it is mostly like mountainous terrain and like a river going through it. So it's kind of all mountains. But if that's kind of the direction you guys want to go, you guys can.
I will
I
say
spelled that wrong.
as
My bad.
it's fine. As we're getting closer to like the, I guess like the shadow of the mountain, Amethyst would be like visibly paling, and just like
She's already very pale with her white hair.
she's already very pale, but she's like somehow like sickly so.
Oh, are you okay, Amethyst?
I don't like the mountains very much.
Why?
That's valid.
They're just mountains.
It's what's in them that scares me.
Is it dwarves? Are you afraid of dwarves?
Is it
No.
lava?
I'm not afraid of dwarves.
Lava.
Liquid hot magma.
Magma.
This will come more when I explain. When we have an opportunity to talk.
Fair enough.
But being this close to them is unnerving still.
Cool.
Okay, never mind.
Look, y'all
Yep.
wanted to know what's up with Amethyst. Well, y'all are gonna get the whole fucking story.
Let's go! Lore drop.
Yeah,
It's
all-
really
all
funny
hefty.
when you constantly say, "Hey, I want to go this direction," and then you guys start running straight to that direction. Happened with Astron too. It's a great
I
time.
know.
All right. So, as you guys have rested a little bit, you guys are pushing quickly, I assume. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did we do another short rest or just the one?
No, just that
the
one.
No, just the one.
That's what
Oh.
I meant.
Just recapping.
Then I would like you guys all to roll another Constitution saving throw for me, please.
I hate it here.
As you guys are running on fumes and literally
Okay.
running all day.
Joel is wide-eyed from what he just saw.
I hate
still, so
everything.
he is
So
so
close.
awake.
So close.
So
Joel.
close,
So
yes.
close.
I will say your con saves are not at disadvantage.
Oh, then a natural 20.
Okay, so do I get, because I rolled at disadvantage, so do I get to like
Yours
re-roll?
wouldn't be at disadvantage anymore because you got a rest. So if you rolled both at the same time, just roll again or take the first one you rolled.
I take the first
I
one,
rolled
it's
at
a
the
natural
same
20.
time.
Okay, so just reroll.
So
And then yeah, Amdrus, it's only with the first exhaustion is only ability checks, so you were good. So yeah, natural 20. That's great because the other one was a 6. I see. I see Joel got a 21. Is it Atim that got a 20?
Yep.
Zephyr, what'd you get?
11.
11. You gain a point of exhaustion.
oh wait, I get a
Yes.
+1 to my saves. Does that already come in? No, that's already counted. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
should be
That's why I have a
already
+1. And 11.
You gain another point of exhaustion.
Fuck, I hate that. I hate it here.
You can see Amethyst is starting to slow down.
Well, she was visibly getting sick, so.
Yeah, she did die. And you
I
can see her
did
pale, and you
die.
can see her kind of slowing down and kind of having to kind of
Amethyst?
slow.
Do you want to jump in your terrarium? We can carry you. It'd be easier on
You
you.
can't. You have done that
I
today
can't.
already.
Oh.
I need to do a long rest.
Because remember, she came out of it to start the fight.
Yes, correct.
That's right.
And it was very dramatic, and I thrive on it.
Yep, it was
Yes.
great.
No further questions.
I would like you guys all to make perception checks, though, as you guys are getting closer and closer to the base of the mountains. It is getting rockier and steeper and more kind of jagged cliffs and hills at the
Oh.
current moment.
Mine is a
I'm
disadvantage.
gonna have
correct?
Ray help me.
Yes. Yeah.
Ray's looking around too.
Sure.
So I'm gonna
Give you
roll
advantage. Can do the help action.
Oh! Ray gave me a not 20, bitch!
Oh shit.
I got a 12. I'm tired, but I'm still seeing shit.
That was at disadvantage, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, if you have 1 point of exhaustion, you have disadvantage on checks. 2 points of exhaustion, your speed is cut in half.
Oh fuck.
All
What a
doing
one.
perception checks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang it. I got an 8.
Okay. Joel, you said you got a natural 20. Amethyst. What'd you get? 12.
This is a
Zephyr. Yeah, 24. That's
I
good.
got an 8.
8. Amdrus got a natural 1, I see, so with 4. And Atim, what'd you get?
19.
19. Okay. As you guys are kind of pushing, and I realize this is not the music to be having. I should have more intense music. That's fine. I just realized I tuned into the music. And also, I hate you, Bowie. I just saw the message. As you guys are pushing and getting closer to the mountains, Joel, you spot it almost immediately. And in one, like on the ground, kind of in one of these little cliffs, it looks almost natural. But because you guys know it, and Atim, you pick up on it right away, and then Zephyr, you got an 8, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. You do also pick up on it, but you realize that the rocks have been shifted unnaturally, and it looks like the Black Earth symbol, Black Earth Brigade symbol.
I guess we're
Yeah, we're going there.
Would you head towards where
have fun.
it seems to be?
I mean,
Oh, wait, we're going towards that?
You guys just see rock.
I got
So-
a 12.
Yeah.
Oh, because you said that.
Oh.
You said
Okay,
that
Zephyr did not.
it.
It was
there's a
making sure.
symbol up there. There's the Black Earth Brigade symbol up there, guys, like in part of the mountain. I
Where?
mean, we haven't officially crossed them like badly, so I mean, this couldn't be that bad, right?
Well,
It's not like
I
we
mean,
killed one
haven't-
of their leaders or anything. I mean,
But we kind
we
of
have-
abandoned post.
Not too late.
We abandoned it, yes, but we did the job that we were supposed to do. We just didn't go back. But they're aware
Yeah.
that the job was
Yeah.
done. So
The tower jumpers strike
we
again.
don't we don't really have much else that we can do right now. So I feel like we'll just.
does it
Well,
look like
what do we say?
abandoned or what?
It
It's
just
just a
seems
symbol,
like in
right?
part of like one of these kind of rocky hills, the rocks were like the earth was shifted, and it almost looks natural. But if you know the symbol and you look carefully enough, it is shifted enough where within like the cracks of the rock is the symbol. When you look at it a certain way.
Maybe it's like a safe house or something.
Maybe, but we should probably,
Well, we'll keep our guard up.
yeah,
Can
be
we
careful.
stealth
But
up
we
to it?
can't. Can you stealth up to it?
I'm
Mr.
in
Plate
armor.
Mr.
No,
Plate,
I can't.
Mr.
Maybe it-
Hear you walking.
Maybe group stealth check would help.
Let's say a lot of you guys are exhausted, which is at disadvantage.
Not me. I am burned. I got nothing left in the tank. For
You can see all the people, like the comrades you're going are, you're pushing them hard as well, and they
Yeah.
are exhausted as well.
So
let's just
we
find
just
a
need
place
to find a
bunker
place
down.
that we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going towards the symbol? Are you looking for others? Are you going opposite direction? What are you doing?
I'm curious.
I'd rather
Damn
be
your
safe than
curiosity.
sorry. We can make note.
Can
but
I
think we need to.
can
rest.
I send Ray to go check it out real quick?
Can we come back here in the morning?
It's just a symbol.
But it could be like it could be shelter. It could be something that we could be taking advantage of
If
right
it's
now.
shelter, it's probably full of bad guys.
Maybe not. Well, let's let
You're-
have Ray check
you're-
it out real quick.
Just kind of
Because other people aren't going to see this. I'm only noticing it because we're part of the Black Earth Brigade. We know the symbol and stuff. So this could possibly be a good place for us to hide for the night. So why don't I just pop into Ray real quick? I'll scamper over there, just kind of do a little peek, see if anyone's there. And if no one's there, then we can sleep there for the night. If people are there, we'll fuck off and go somewhere else.
All right.
All right.
all right. Are you going into Ray as well, like going Black
Yeah.
and Dime and
Yeah.
what did I say?
I'll just
Yep.
I'll just sit down
Dime.
on the forest floor real quick and then
Deaf and
just
blind.
bamf into Ray
Hate
and
myself.
send Ray out.
Okay. You can see Joel's eyes kind of glaze over in this kind of golden white as Ray continues off. Make a perception check.
Cool.
Um,
5.
All right. As you sent, Ray, thank you. Boyfriend brought me cake.
Where's mine?
Love cake.
Get over here. I don't know.
Like she won't.
Shows up.
As if she
Um,
won't.
As Ray kind of scurries forward, kind of looking around, you don't see any more symbols. But as you take your time to kind of raise, looking around and looking and trying to find something, you guys find that you're standing there and waiting for quite a while before, Joel, you see something in the distance. A bad thing about getting the one is it took quite a while for you to see this. But you see off in the distance what looks like a cave. And you can see a figure kind of stealth into it.
Ooh. All right, I'll bring Ray back, and I will let the people know there are people in there. We should not. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
There are
Fine.
There are people stealthing inside of that cave. I don't know if we want.
Well,
I mean,
I'll
let you guys.
I will clarify. They seem to be coming back from something, and they were kind of making sure no one's around, and they didn't really seem to pay much mind of an animal, and they dipped in. It's more. They weren't like stealthing in like they were going to attack something in it or anything, but they were just being stealthy and going in. You didn't really see any details or anything because of the natural one, but you did see somebody.
That place is occupied. Oh, so let's go.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to check it out.
Nope.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Okay,
Not right
just
now.
checking. Just checking.
I've
And you guys did sit here for a good chunk of time as well. So you can assume they're probably on our tails, but who knows?
Perception check during that time and just
Sure.
see if anybody's behind us.
You do have disadvantage because exhaustion.
Oh,
I mean,
Well.
they are kind of our allies. Do you think maybe we should take advantage of that and just go and hide in there and hope for the best?
I can try to bullshit some story, but I don't know how well it'll work.
What was that, Penguin?
13.
You look around, and at the current moment, you don't see anything.
Well, we have. I don't know how kindly they'll take to foreign people that they are unaffiliated with. We already saw what happened. when
The
we-
last cult you guys brought me to didn't really care for me.
That too, yeah.
No.
I will state that a few of the people with you are elves. Just put them out there. There is a high elf and a half elf.
You're trying to make a decision.
I know. I'm just giving you all the information.
More detail. No, I'm just
Yeah, the
kidding.
Black Earth Brigade, they are elves. So
Yeah.
they
Yes,
would
yes,
be kind
yes.
I just reminded you guys that you brought that up.
Yeah.
I feel like this cave is here for a reason, and I feel like Peller showed it to me for a reason. I mean,
I can
Okay.
I can scout too if you want. If you're worried about it, I can scout for longer.
I don't know why I'm not worried about it. I'm more worried about what's behind me than what's in that cave. And I just don't feel like Peller would have showed me that cave unless he wanted me to go in there.
Well, we can
I've
carefully
got
explore it.
I mean, when you're at the most need is when the Lord, like, shows you that thing. And
I
he's
love
like,
you.
here,
He does.
it's like he opened himself up and said, let this mountain protect you from these horrible people that are following you. Yeah, the Black Earth Brigade aren't great, but they're not, burning people at the stake. And, they're kind of fighting the man in their own way, aren't they?
I love that you guys have gone full circle to being like, maybe the Black River aren't bad, to going, they're bad, we need to run, to now, maybe they aren't the bad guys.
Joel went full circle.
Joel went, yeah, well, that's
Amdrus is not having this.
yes, that's.
I've seen a lot, Amdrus. I have
He
seen a
was just
lot.
done arguing, and is
And
just being like,
Peller has
"Alright."
Peller has not done me wrong. Every
Is there another cave that
I
I,
mean,
can maybe
Zephyr,
look to
Zephyr,
see?
There's a,
Make
there's
my
a,
perception
there's a
check.
less religious cave just to the left of that cave, but he saw
How-
that one first.
Peller allowed me to,
Eight.
to see the light to save your father.
You don't see it.
Yeah,
Don't you think
I
there's
would
a good
trust your
chance that
judgment.
he?
I would
mean,
trust your judgment. I
I
think
don't
this
have the greatest judgment, I will admit. I don't have the world and life experience to actually know what's going on, but I'm just saying it felt like the Lord showed me this cave.
Well, that's why I offered I could scout. Like, I mean, I can scout for
I mean,
much longer too. Like, if you
I don't think we
want,
have much
but
time. I don't think we
I
have
don't know
much
how much
time.
longer we want to spend.
I would
You know
like
what?
you all
So
to
if-
roll perception, please.
If we want.
Aside
Then
from
why-
Amethyst, who
why
just
don't-
did.
why don't we just push forward then?
I'm really tired.
I rolled an 8.
Is that?
Are you
Eight,
kidding me? I
eight,
got a
seven,
natural
seven?
20.
You do have disadvantage.
I know.
Oh.
I'm mad because I had a natural 20.
I love that. 8877.
9.
8,
Oh,
8,
nine.
7,
Oh my
7
God.
cars
8, 8,
for
9.
kids.
Yep.
8877 cars for kids.
That's not where my mind went, but I guess we're
Yeah.
from different countries, so jingles are
Mm.
different. Yeah. All right.
I just don't want to force you guys into anything, so we can keep going. It's okay. It just God talked to me and showed me a cave, but if you guys do what you need to do, let's go.
I don't know, Joel. I
think God
trust
talked
you.
to you,
I
sure.
I think the
How
cave
tired
will-
is Joel?
Not. I don't have any
Done.
exhaustion.
Which is
I'm
the
actually doing
ironic
pretty
part.
good.
Cool, because I'm just remembering Joel eating stew from a pot with his bare hands.
Joel has his
And
own
Joel's in a pretty good place besides
Been
the crazy
through
shit that he
it.
just saw. But Joel's in a
Been
pretty
through
good
it.
space
I
right
feel like
now.
that's always, but yeah.
I'm gonna explore the caves.
Let's go.
Let's go.
As you guys kind of finally decide and you take about 2 steps
We
before
are the
you
Ditherers,
hear
okay?
the voice, a voice kind of cut out and go, "Stop. Who are you?" And you
Clever.
look around and none of you has fucking noticed them walking up on you, but 2 like heavily armored members of the Black Earth Brigade step out, fully
I want to
armored.
speak up. I want to speak up immediately. Like, oh, thank you, brother. We've been running for days. We recently liberated these poor elves. We heard they were shifting tides. We're enslaving our people.
The 2 elves are just like, "What?"
Just play along.
It's like,
Yeah,
we
I'm
heard
gonna
the shift-
send them. Oh God, what's that? What's that spell?
Mind link?
a mind whisper. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like talk into their mind, being like, "Well, thank you."
Oh,
Did your
that's
man bring
nice.
you cake
Say
too?
thank you to the
No, he brought me food.
I can't wait for you to be back on the 9th.
Hi, Nine.
Hey, Jane.
Gross.
Oh.
Suddenly, Kane
That's a
shows
cute
up in full
roommate
armor.
kiss.
I know. Yep.
Yeah,
Kane-
platonic
Kane-
roommate kiss.
Kane is the one who's
Yes.
talking to
Yeah.
us right now.
He did have that armor.
Yeah.
Maybe he went back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the. Oh God, what's that fucking spell called? I don't know. I have like
Telepathy?
3 different.
Are you
No,
doing your
not
mind
inco-
link thing? Like your
Yes,
ability?
the mind link. It's an
Cool.
ability.
I
Thank
said
you.
that
I have
twice.
too much shit now.
It's fine.
And I'm just gonna tell them like go along with it.
Yeah, you just see them both like freak out and look towards you. They
Don't look at me
didn't.
like
They
that.
didn't know that you could speak their minds.
While
Why does
she's
everyone
doing
get so
that-
Most
freaked
people
out by
don't.
this?
Correct.
It was. Yeah, we were just we're being chased right now, and we were running through. And we saw the Black Earth Brigade symbol, and
Well,
you know.
I got this. Jesus Christ!
Amdrus,
I swear, these lower fucking grunts, they just never listen.
Hey.
That's kind of
Um,
mean.
Joel is human, yeah.
yes.
Well, there we go.
Amdrus, please make a persuasion check with advantage because Joel did mention that he knows the symbol and calls it by the name, so it did help.
Also, we all
Yeah.
know.
And I was
What's
tempted
her
to not
19?
give it to you because of what you just said, but
We
19.
Good
also
thing you
all
both-
know. What's her name?
I want to
Abyss
cast.
Stone.
I really want to cast
The
Bane
Abyss
on
Stone,
Amdrus
yeah.
really bad right now.
That's your call.
As you kind of say this, they look and they go, "You know of our symbol. You know of us."
Yes, we've studied under the Abyss of Stone.
They look at each other and look at you and go, "Okay. Yeah."
We
This way.
liberated Crow Point.
We're the
You
ones. who
stop
took
and you
down-
go, "You're the missing ones? We've heard
Yes.
of a missing troop."
Yes, and we've been missing.
Yes. Where have you
someone
been?
for- Well, we lost a member of our party, unfortunately, which drove us underground, and then we've kind of been trying to make our way back. But with the war going on, it's been a bit
Please
difficult.
make a deception check for that part.
Can we give him the help action somehow? Like,
Nope.
Can we
He
be
just-
distracting? Like, da 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 da.
No.
Like, I don't know. There's
12.
Okay, they look and they go, counting you guys. All right. And you can see at this point, the female half elf kind of steps up, and she just goes, "If you can give us safety, we are being chased. We can talk about this then." And they just kind of nod and they go, "Right, we have a cave nearby. Come." And they kind of lead you guys to. It's actually not very far away, and you notice as they're going, there are multiple markers getting closer.
Oh,
But Ray had missed them completely, and then did a full roundabout, and then eventually found it. And eventually, they kind of climber up, and you can hear one of them. Who here speaks Elvish? I know Atim
like-
does. Anyone else? So Atim, you would hear them kind of call out a phrase to let them know that they're incoming with guests. Or not really guests, but what's the word? Fugitives?
they're not alone.
Yeah, they're not alone, but it is them coming up in Elvish. And you can see as you come in, there are 3 more kind of dressed in hoods and similar kind of earthy armor with that kind of like dark green leather kind of accents to it. As they kind of come in, there is like a small fire, and there's a few like they've clearly set up like a camp here to come back and forth. You can see that they're cooking something. And you kind of sit down, and they kind of wave to you guys.
What's up?
And you can hear
Do
them
we
kind of-
recognize any of them? Because we were at the camp for a while. Like, we were training and doing. We even had some downtime. We were at the camp for a couple weeks, weren't we?
You were, but that wasn't all their bulk of their forces, and they're pretty far north. So I would say no, you probably don't recognize any of them. But yeah, you kind of sit down, I assume, around the fire or wherever. There's like some crates and what looks like kind of makeshift beds with bedrolls and grass and everything, and loosened dirt.
Amethyst, are you okay? Because we're kind of like inside of a mountain right now. Or are you doing okay?
Should be fine.
Okay. If you need anything, let me know.
Thank you.
I want to. Are there like logs around the fire? Is it like a place that we can gather?
Yeah.
I want to pull up right next to somebody, like randomly, whoever happens to be around the fire. To sit down and be like, "Oh, thank God y'all were here. It was hell."
Kind of look to you and like, what was? And you can see that as he speaks in like kind of broken common.
I say, "What? The rescuing and ultimate, freedom of these poor folk here in front of us. They were being held against their will in Lakefall Keep."
That's good.
We heard there was an organization that was slaving people across the land, bringing them south. So we decided to investigate a bit. Fortunately, we lost a member on the way there, and then we picked up another member. So it's been an adventure.
Hey.
Kind of looks at you and you like wave and like sees the like crystal fingers, and he just goes, "Hi."
Would you like to touch them?
It looks like you can see like him kind of starting to blush. He's like,
No.
like he gets like embarrassed.
Okay then.
And you can see one of the armored one. He kind of takes off his helmet and like sits down, and he just goes, "So you were heading from Lakefall, then?
Well, Lakefall Keep, to be specific. We managed to find and infiltrate a group of slavers and rebels from across the land, known as
Human
the Shifting
traffickers, yeah.
Human traffickers, yeah. Just generally bad people. And we managed to track them down to Fort in Lakefall, managed to make an infiltration, managed to infiltrate their organization, and, you know,
Right.
did a little bit of work on behalf of the Black. I figure the Abbess of Stone wouldn't mind if we took some competition off the board while we were, out and about.
That is fair. We are supposed to have some allies heading up this way. And
Really?
heading back soon. Are you coming with them? I would
From
suggest.
where are they coming back from?
Crow Point.
Sorry, from Crow. Oh, wonderful. Sorry, we've been out of the loop. We've heard rumblings here and there about what's been going on in the world, but
the abbot has pushed in advance and have currently been trying to keep hold of Crow Point. But it is a difficult and large city, close to the capital. They got reinforcements pretty quickly.
so we're on the defense.
Kind of. We are both trying to hold it and take it back at the same time. It is a constant war there.
Right, street by street, room by room, all that. I'll tell you what. Out of curiosity, what do they say about the lost group?
We know of a group that the abbess had sent to assassinate Thurl. Had succeeded but gone cold. No replies, had not heard anything. We thought either you were captured or dead.
They wish they could capture us. No. We got this under control. Jumped out a tower. Dangerous stuff.
Twice.
I'm shocked twice.
Apparently, we do that a lot.
Which was why we had to run. And
Yeah. It was real touch and go with Thurl for a minute, but eventually we managed to best him, and then all his friends decided they didn't like us very much for that. So then we had to decide what we were going to do next. Next thing you know, I came out here jumping out a window, and I'm like, well, I guess if that's the way we're going, and then I take the next lead after that. And I believe Joel and Zephyr were right after me, but it was the Kane was holding the door. It was a riot.
You're just listing names. They have no idea whose name.
Yeah.
Amethyst is like looking at you like in awe just over
Like,
this
"Oh, shit,
story.
I
like,
haven't heard this. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, we were wondering. We had to send in another scout ahead to find out that Thurl was indeed dead, and they were scrambling, but most of their forces were still there. So
Yeah,
we
unfortunately,
did not know
we,
if you had killed him and died in the process, and thus the
Yeah,
fight for Crow Point started.
Unfortunately, when we did manage to off Thurl, that guy, Furl.
TH?
We managed to end up on the wrong side of Crow Point, so we had to head west instead of east, and then got kind of caught up in some shenanigans up in the middle of River Pass, and then heard about the slavers, the human traffic, or the traffickers, and decided to do something about that.
Fair, I guess. We've been kind of out of the loop up in the mountains, so I guess it's a good thing you are alive. I'm sure the abbot will be pleased with knowing that you're found.
Is there any way you can provide safe passage for these folk here back to their homes, or help them in any way, shape, or form? Maybe a boat.
He kind of looks at them and goes, "The ones with elven blood. I don't think anywhere is safe, but with us, the rest I do not know."
I look at the rock gnome and is it human male, you said? Human.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Rock gnome, a halfling, male halfling,
Yeah.
and a female human.
That's what it was meant. So I look at the three of them and I'm like, would you like to try to go home?
If we can, yeah, that would be nice, but that's a long travel, at least for me, to Stonewick. And then the female human kind of just goes, well, you said Sun Meadow is kind of taken, so I don't know if that's safe. And White Oak is maybe okay? She kind of looks towards the halfling and he goes, if we can get across to the southern part of the Blooming Vale, we could potentially get there.
And if you need a place to stay, and White Oak doesn't seem to be safe, we know a little inn on the side of the road south of River Pass might be able to hold you over.
You just see Joel like shaking his head behind you. You can see one of the kind of cloaked elves kind of just goes, food? If you would like.
God, yes. What do you have to
Absolutely.
eat?
We had caught just a few things. Not much. They're like cooking like rabbits and I don't know what else you find in like mountainous terrain. I don't know. Maybe Penguin knows. I don't know. You seem to be the expert on plants, so don't know if that.
What was the question then?
What kind of
Where you can
like
find,
fauna live in mountains? I don't even know.
and
Like
some good
Evergreens.
berries.
Evergreens, ferns.
animal wise,
Animal.
fauna.
Rabbits.
Oh.
Do you know?
Animals.
Rabbits and goats are the only thing that come to
yeah.
my mind. So
Goats, foxes, wolves.
Boars,
Probably
maybe?
deer.
Not boars.
Mountain deer.
Well, probably like in the clearing just below the mountains, you'd probably find some deer. That's about it.
that's true. And you
can
guys are still
find
pretty
deer
low.
up further along too.
Yeah, you're not like deep into the mountains or anything. You're like right at the base. It's a day's
Can't
travel. to
amethyst
get there.
create food anyway?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, you could. They just have like a few rabbits that they're cooking and like a few other things they've gathered, like whatever kind of berries or mushrooms that are around and stuff like that.
Can I use my like? Are we trying to find food? I'm sorry, I had to step away for something.
No,
but-
they were just. He had offered the
They were
food that
offering.
they were cooking some very minor stuff with a lot more people, so they're kind of like, we might need to go.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
just create
can
food and
I-
water.
Well, can I also do my thing? I have to figure out what it is, but basically it's the Outlander ability and go and find.
I mean, yeah, if you want to go out hunting, you can
Yeah,
help them hunt.
I'll go hunt.
But
okay.
as you're like kind of saying, "Oh, I can help," Amethyst, what do you conjure?
Well, I mean, like fresh water, and
It's like an empty barrel that you just like fill up suddenly with
yeah.
like water.
and then it's pretty bland food, so I would assume it's just like uncooked meat, like unflavored meat, and breads and stuff like that.
Okay. What does it look like when you conjure that? May I ask? You've done it before, but I don't think we actually described it, and I am curious how you imagine it.
Immediately, what came into my mind is like almost like turning rocks into food.
That's what I thought too.
Love
Okay,
it, yes.
perfect.
Yeah, you can see a bunch. You kind of gather a bunch of like rocks and stones, and you kind of cast this, and you can see everyone. You guys have seen it, but they look so confused at what is happening. And all these rocks begin to kind of almost like soften almost into clay and glow and shift and kind of disperse into then suddenly a bunch of food. And they look so confused.
I'm just gonna pick up one of like a bun or something and just like bite into it, like it's bread.
One of them just kind of goes, "It is safe to eat."
Yeah, but it's
Very,
not
very-
very tasty. And then like I open up my bag and I'm like, here, and I start putting out like spices and herbs.
And they just look so confused. And, like, clearly this is
Who
how
are
you
these
survived.
people?
Yeah, like the
Look.
fuck.
I'm like, listen, you take some of this bread, you crack it open, you put a little bit of oil and vinegar, some black pepper, and then I'm just like, that's a meal right there.
And you
That'll-
just like hand it to him, and he just goes, and like bites, and he goes, "Oh, okay."
Right? Yeah.
And they kind of start to share, and you kind of mix food, and I will say that will be enough for everybody.
Amethyst and Amdrus becoming like a dynamic duo for cooking. I just
now.
create the basics, and then he
restaurant.
turns it into like God.
and the
Unreal.
one that Zephyr you were like going to, oh, I can help hunt. They kind of looks at you and looks at the food and goes, we can get extras if you want for tonight.
Yeah, sure thing. I don't mind.
Okay.
Listen, we can make jerky for them for the trip ahead.
One of the armored one kind of goes, you said you were being followed though, so just be careful if you're going out.
Yeah, I'm used to going out on my own. I think I'll be fine.
Zephyr, I could come with you. There's something I kind of wanted to talk to you about anyway.
Oh,
Is that okay?
sure.
The one elf just
I
kind of
didn't think
looks
you
and
were one
goes,
for hunting.
can you hunt?
I can spectate. I can carry the thing. I don't know. It's more.
I
just
will
wanna-
teach him. You can learn how
Yeah.
to hunt with me.
Yeah, that's why I'm going out. Exactly.
Okay.
The elf just kind of like, all right.
I'm gonna say that Zephyr's a little oblivious in what you're hinting at, and she's just like, "Yeah, come and join me."
A little.
Thanks.
A little.
I know Zephyr,
Slightly.
thank you.
Yes.
Rude. I don't need to call out.
Yeah.
We'll take
I
it
mean,
anyway. It's for
If you
free.
guys head out, Zephyr, you can make a survival check with advantage, which Joel's help, as she's kind of teaching you. And the other guy will help with the survival.
Wait, do I still have exhaustion though?
Yes. So it
So
would
it's just a normal.
cancel out and be a base roll, yes.
That's a good thing he came.
Yes, that is true. Well, I mean, you would have advantage if it was the other person. This just gives an extra roll,
Oh, true.
Oh,
essentially.
what is it? Perception?
Roll an extra roll.
Survival, sorry.
Survival? Oh, even better. That is a 26.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, every time.
I got a 19, so I was pretty happy about that.
Yeah. All right.
So there's
She-
the other guy with us. Right
Yes, yeah. And there you guys kind of split up at one point as Zephyr's like very clearly didn't get your hinting and is actually showing you what to do to hunt. Like, okay, we gotta like listen, you gotta get low and like, you know, doing all this stuff. And like as she's teaching, you can see him just kind of go, I'll go this
Zephyr.
way, and like kind of stealths out.
Thank you.
Okay, I was gonna say,
didn't
it's
think he
like,
was
I
ever
feel like
gonna leave,
Zephyr would also
Zephyr,
break
thank you.
off.
Zephyr's like, this way.
Okay, yeah. I didn't think he was ever gonna leave. Thank you for boring him to make him leave. I'm
Wait,
so grateful for that.
boring him? I was teaching you how to hunt. Did you not listen? Like, you gotta set up the traps and we're just like,
Honey, dear Zephyr, I wasn't paying attention to anything. I'm so sorry. I didn't.
Honey, dear, sorry.
why
I'm
do you
in-
want to come out here then?
Zephyr, I am a nature cleric, my dear. What part of you ever thought I would want to go kill animals? Just
What,
you're
I-
so
I don't
you're
know.
adorable. You're adorable.
Wait, you want
Zephyr,
to
I love you. I really do. We haven't spent a lot of time together since
Well,
things happened, but
Such a kill your
honestly, I
dad
was a
with
little
key.
worried about how you felt.
Yep,
I know that
No.
some things had, stirred
I'm
up
just-
some emotions.
I-
And I'm
maybe
sorry
I
for
didn't bring
that.
it up. Yeah, I didn't bring it up just because I was kind of embarrassed because I really wanted to kill your dad really bad, and I made it very well known. And
Just
I
a
was
little bit.
yeah,
So
very.
wayward
I let
words,
I let
Joel.
everybody know that I was gonna murder him, and I'm really sorry about that. You were right, and I felt bad. But did you really not see any? Okay, no. This is why I came out here, though. That's kind of secondary. But when Amethyst died, you didn't see what happened?
Well, let's see. What I recall is, well, they really murdered her. They
Yeah.
they did
no.
a number to her.
No,
so
but when,
no,
when
I
our
was
ears
just
when our
watching.
ears
Yeah,
started
you
ringing,
saw the life go away from her eyes, like leave her. So
Well, during that moment, I couldn't really focus on anything. My ears were hurting, and then I know I blacked out, and
you didn't see her like like levitating in the air.
No, I'm pretty sure she was.
No,
know,
she was
on the
straight up
ground.
levitating in the air. Her hair was waving like it was wet, and she had like purple and red sparks flying all around her, and then like it was like she was sucking the whole world to her, like she was this huge electromagnet, and then and this huge pulse knocked everybody out. How was I the only one that saw that?
Are you okay? Are you seeing things?
Well,
do you
that's
need
why I'm
some
asking.
healing?
I feel like I just recently had a mental breakdown, and I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't like an after effect of this.
Well,
But
I
it
don't
seems like I'm the
remember
only
that,
one that saw it, so
But the ringing makes sense. Maybe well, Pelor could have shown you something.
this was not Pelor. This was something. This is a dark, dark evil. It felt ominous to me, but the thing that really was unnerving was the magnetism of how much everything in the world was being sucked towards her.
Oh. Well, I mean, wait, did you see, like, when she almost got hit, like, there was this purple smoky whatever,
don't
like
think
that? Was it related?
I mean, it has to be, right?
I mean, I don't know what it was. That's the only thing I saw, but that was, like, afterwards, which is why I'm really confused, because I did see her go down, and then, like, then she was up, but she never got hurt.
Yeah, there
And she
was like,
seems real.
but
so I
the
think she's
storm around
fine.
her was kind of black and red. Like the purple kind of went away, and the storm turned black, and it was like this rolling blackness with red flashes. It was not of this world, and it definitely wasn't of Pelor.
I mean,
And why
that's
is everything
weird.
in our life about rocks right now?
Well, she mentioned that one rock person that could, like, shatter or, like, crush or flatten
Yeah,
something, or Earth.
There's Mountain Daddy, whatever going on with her and her. Yeah, there's something. We're Black Earth are all a bunch of rockers. Like this is.
You're
This
off
is-
your rockers, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
this is a lot.
Yeah,
Should-
and
should we-
that's
should
all
we-
I could think about the whole hour or 3 hours we've been running in the woods
Oh, it's
is
been a lot longer than that.
I mean, it kind of
hours.
makes sense. You seem like you had a lot on your mind.
We'll
Yeah.
say at this point it is starting to get dark. You guys have traveled the majority of the day.
I'm probably not paying attention to the time.
No, I know. I'm just letting you guys know in general.
we
Well, what do we do? Like, I mean, have you talked to her about it?
well, I made that little hint before, but it wasn't the time. But honestly, she worries me. She seems very tightly.
Wait.
Like
Do you-
I don't know. I don't
Gr-
know if I even trust her anymore at this point.
Grimjaw made a comment, I think, right before, like, he died, about something. Do you think he saw something too? There's something going on between those two. Like, he had something against her. Is she
I feel like
maybe
she's
a
tied into all
threat?
this somehow. I don't know.
She's not a threat, is she?
I mean, whatever is going on with her saved us all,
It's
because
true.
we were. This was that battle was not going in our favor. I'm not sure if we would have come out of it if she didn't die. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I don't trust the intentions of
Well,
whoever
maybe-
is controlling her. She keeps lying and hiding things from us, and you know how I feel about that.
well, you can always zone of truth her. If you really wanted. I don't actually. I feel like that would break trust, but I feel like we should go talk to her. Maybe we can do, like, more one-on-one instead of, like, everybody. Maybe you can do it since you know what you saw. I can be there to support,
don't-
but maybe it might help her.
And I don't want to do it around the Black Earth Brigade, guys. They don't need to hear this.
Well, you could show her. Well, I mean, if you paid attention to the hunting skills, you could have, like, shown her how to hunt too. Maybe you can use that as an excuse.
Maybe.
Well,
Um,
here, let me teach you some stuff. I'm just gonna go back to that
Okay.
and try to teach you to use it as an excuse.
And as you're doing that, you do gather. You are able to. We will say that in this time, and because you rolled very high, what is something that could feed like 6 of you?
A deer.
A deer?
Good deer. Yeah. A large
Full-grown
elk.
deer.
Probably a buck.
A doe.
Okay. We'll say that you are able
Thank you,
to
Coco.
I responded when I realized I was muted.
basically kill a deer and be able to bring it back. And as
deer.
like you guys have caught it and you guys are kind of tying it to you guys so you can drag it off or lift it, the Black Earth guy kind of steps in and he goes, "Shh, I think those people are close by. Quiet. I need you to make stealth checks, please."
Oh, suck a dick.
Maybe you
You're the
took
one
your
who wanted
armor
to-
off inside of the cave.
I will
That
say
takes like some time.
It takes like 5 minutes, or 10 minutes or something, depending on how heavy it is. I will say, before you roll, which I see you're rolling, that's fine, that because you are not moving, I wouldn't give you disadvantage. So either you can take the first roll or you can re-roll. It's up to you, because I was going to say before you rolled.
18.
18.
So,
Okay.
or no, it would still be.
Yeah, the first roll is still the 10, which is the lower.
Yeah,
so
it'll be. It's fine.
15.
15.
Okay. Zephyr, what did you get?
You said stealth, that would be 15 as well.
Okay. I will roll for him. And I will roll for them. Okay. And as you guys sit there, and you can see it is getting dark. At this point, you're paying attention, and it has gotten pretty dark at this point. You guys are getting really very tired. Especially you, Zephyr, who's gotten exhaustion, but it's starting to hit you now that you're not moving. But Joel, even for you. And you can hear in the distance twigs kind of breaking and talking until they slowly begin to fade and get quieter and quieter. And that elf just kind of goes, I think we are fine. Let's go back. But quietly. And you guys will make your way back to this cave. And the rest of you who have been eating and or are asleep or resting, up to you guys. It is getting dark, and a lot of you guys are very exhausted.
I'm asleep. I
Sorry.
ate my fill and passed out.
I'm probably also asleep due to my level 2 exhaustion.
Yeah. So are all the commoners, who most of them have level 2 as well. Asim, what about you? What are you doing?
I am awake. Sort of just listening.
Okay.
To the wind.
Alright. Make a perception check for me.
Nine.
Okay. You can
How
hear
much
at this
it rolls at the
point,
beginning.
as it's getting darker, you can hear the wind is starting to kind of pick up, and it is getting windier. You can hear it through the trees, and it's kind of calming. As you're kind of just sitting there and listening, you do eventually take a deep breath and closing your eyes. Natim, you hear a voice that says, My dear prince, I see my gift has helped, but I can gift so much more. And you find yourself opening up your eyes, and you are no longer in the cave, but in a very familiar, vacuous space of endless sky and winds. You can almost see something my cat just hit my lamp. It's like making sure it wasn't gonna fall over. You see almost like tunnels of wind kind of going across the sky, almost looking like bridges, until you can feel yourself like wind kind of coalesce around you, and you turn around to see a familiar figure kind of in silhouette of the wind, a kind of long slendered, long flowing hair in the wind, kind of large bracelets on one hand and draped in cloths, and these kind of burning glowing eyes. And he looks at you and goes, Allow me to show you much more. And he reaches out his hand. Do you take it?
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, the last thing you see is his amber eyes flash brightly. You guys, Joel and Zephyr, as you guys get back, everyone's asleep. And you kind of bring back, and you can prep. You can spend the last like little bit prepping for the deer, prepping it for deer for like the morning and everything. and you notice that the wind begins to howl and pick up vastly and drastically, very quickly. And with the highest perceptive of both of you both have 14, you notice while the wind kind of whips through and the firelight or the fire kind of whisks out what was left of it, you notice it almost coalesces around Atim for a moment before disappearing.
The wind or the fire?
The wind and like the ashes and the sparks that were in the fire kind of just whipping around him as he kind of sits leaning back asleep.
Is that time a warlock now?
As somebody multi-class.
Oh, fuck yeah!
And with that, you guys finally all have a long rest.
Oh my god.
It's been a while.
The elves do watching. They only sleep for 4 hours. And the one that you guys had hunted with, as you guys are exhausted, you help a bit to prepare it, but he takes over. And there is one other kind of non-binary looking, like androgynous looking elf that kind of helps them as well. That kind of stay up for the first half, and you guys are able to sleep safely because you didn't fight them and you diplomatically talked with them. That's great. Look at you guys.
I can be convincing sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
With
So
a plus,
only
with
only
a plus
one level.
9.
Only one level of exhaustion, right?
Yes, you only get rid
Okay.
of 1 level exhaustion. So those that have
Cool.
2 still got 1. All right. You guys wake up in the morning. It's been a while since you guys have had to rough it out in a cave. They did not really have a whole lot of comfortable things. But Asim, do you have 2 levels of exhaustion or just the 1? Like
I
when you
had
went to
none.
bed? Oh, you had none. Okay, perfect. I would say that you had a really good sleep actually, compared to everyone else who's kind of getting up and kind of sore, or sleeping on the ground or against
That's
things.
sus.
You know, I know
Air
about
mattress.
rocks to be so comfortable.
And as you
No.
kind of get up, Atim, which I
Yeah.
kind of forgot to describe this, but that's fine. You kind of knock over something. It's like in your lap, and you kind of have to catch it. And you see this kind of glass vial, like a perfume bottle almost, with a stopper that looks like a fan, and it looks like there's whirling wind in it constantly. Just
Right. Who's
Whirling
racing?
wind.
there you go.
Yeah.
just sitting in your lap, like as if you had like put it there when you passed out, like you were holding it.
Is your patron a genie? Is your patron? Yes. Can I like note this? Can I like would I know what the like this bottle?
Make an Arcana check.
Do I get advantage for also having a genie
Sure.
patron?
Why
I
not?
love that you want to know everything so much. I love it.
I'm very excited.
I know.
Thank God. 23.
As you look at that and you notice this, you kind of think for a moment, and it's not quite your thought, but someone else's. A kind of more bold voice goes, "Huh. Watch out for that."
Oh.
But I'll have it like in my hand, kind of like looking at it.
Yeah.
And then I will, if can, hang it off my hip or something.
You can like tie it or put it in a bag
Yeah.
or whatever you want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Amethyst is like visibly like
You can see Amethyst just like, you have very high passive at team. You
Yeah.
can see Amethyst like staring like,
Morning, dog. I see why you love the rocks. I had a wonderful sleep.
right. They can be very comfortable once you get used to them.
That Amethyst with like massive bags under her eyes, who's still exhausted.
It's not because of the rocks. Don't you dare blame my rocks.
No, but and with that, we are going to have our break. It was a little late, but yeah, We will be back shortly. We'll take like a 5-10 minute break, depending on how much everyone wants to chat and freak out about
Oh,
things.
I'm sure we have a little bit of
Freak out
talking to do.
about everyone. Yeah,
Fair,
yeah.
fair. But yeah, go grab something to drink, grab something to eat, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to. We will be back shortly. Hello, welcome Raiders.
I
Thank you
vote
so
we
much,
change our name
Frothy.
to the Elemelons.
Oh my lord.
What?
Elemelons? Oh my
Yeah.
god, that took me a sec. I love the Elemelons
Okay.
meme.
I'm the
Alright.
watermelon, the air melon, the fire melon, and the earth melon.
And the
Okay.
chaos melon.
Chaos
Anyways,
melon.
Chaotic melon.
chaotic melon. Yes. Thank you so much for the
We're
raid,
truly
Frothy.
the
Welcome
nerds
in.
rope.
You had good timing. We were just coming back. Just some things were being discussed and minds being blown. It's fine. For all our new viewers and those that may have missed something in the beginning, so far in our session, our wonderful adventurers here have been bolting away from a keep that they killed their leader, a strong ally, now a probably worse enemy, with all the
He's
people
dead, he
around.
can't be an enemy. Fuck him.
Well, the group as a whole, the whole
Oh.
thieves guild is what I meant.
Fuck them.
You guys bolted it all day, being exhausted towards the mountains. You guys discussed some things, and I just realized music from both sides are playing. Some revelations were had, and Joel even got to talk with Zephyr about a moment that only he seemed to remember or know about. Until everyone went to bed, finally getting a long rest, safe, meeting some possible allies of a group you guys ran away from, but they don't technically know that. So hopefully it's fine. Atim had a wonderful night and a dream of his multi-class, which is so excited. And Zephyr,
So excited about that.
as we come back into it, Zephyr, you kind of wake up in the morning, remembering this moment, like a hazy dream that was taken away that you just could remember. And now you know what Joel was talking about.
I'm fucking sorry. What?
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 Sorry, what?
What do you mean she knows what Joel was talking about?
I sure hope the second Zephyr wakes up and realizes the connects the
my
dots, she goes
God.
straight to Joel and lets Joel know what the fuck is going on.
Oh, now
sure
I know.
hope that is Zephyr's first instinct.
My
I
God.
say depending on
was so
where we
confused by
are,
your
like what rooms, if we're all together,
You
what.
guys are just in
I
a
think we're all in a
cave.
cave. In a
Oh
cave.
right, we're in the cave. Duh.
Yes, yeah, you guys are just.
I'm distracted by that. I thought we were in an inn still for some reason. Okay. Yeah. So y'all would probably notice that she's probably woken up in a little bit of a sweat. She's a little bit like shaken up. And she would definitely start like going over to Joel first in the morning.
And
Okay.
Joel's a morning person. He's usually the first up, and he's like a really annoying morning person.
Yeah, you're
too. He's,
waking up. You're like,
immediately
okay,
like,
all right, and you can
"Another
see
day
Zephyr's.
to
Yeah, of course, it makes
Ray
sense.
and I are just like playing and
Good
having a great time already.
morning, star
Being a cleric
of-
shine.
Of
Right, yeah.
Pelor, the god of the sun, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But you notice Zephyr is already up and like heading towards you as you wake up.
Morning, Zeph.
You want to go on a morning hunt?
Let's do it.
You say
Alright.
that,
And
and the guy that like you had helped, the elven kind of man, just goes, "We have plenty."
I'm in the mood for bird.
Need a
Bird,
lot.
let's go.
We have somebody who
bird.
likes more things to cook with, so we'll just get more supplies. It'll
Well,
be okay.
Do you need
We'll
help?
do that, Amdrus.
We can
Nah, we're
help
good. We're good.
No.
We're good. Thanks.
you. Okay,
That'll,
They just
that'll
kind
be
of-
fine.
right. Okay.
As I'm standing up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, that'll be fine.
And then I would probably start like picking up my pace out of the cave.
Yeah, we just spoke it out of there.
All right.
Um,
You all kind of
And-
notice that, except for maybe Amdrus, who's probably still waking up.
Yeah, like the commotion. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what wakes you up is some clattering away. I would say, Joel.
It's that meme of the dude with the face.
Yes. Or the vine where the girl gets like the water spilled and she just goes, "Hello."
Hello?
Yeah.
I love that vine.
But Joel, I assume you don't sleep in your armor, so we can say that you don't have your armor if you want to rush out, which means you don't have disadvantage on stealth, but I would like you guys to make stealth checks. And if you have exhaustion still, Zephyr, you would have disadvantage, but I don't know how many you had, so.
I had one, so I should have lost it, right?
Yeah, so then you're good.
Solid. Cool. 17.
12.
Okay.
Unless Ray can help me be stealthy.
No, I don't think Ray can help you be stealthy.
Gotta try.
Alright. But yeah, you guys can kind of stealth off. Have a moment to
All right,
yourselves.
I mean,
That
obviously
sounded a lot
we're not
more
hunting Zephyr.
romantic, but
No,
I mean,
no.
we're not
We're,
hunting.
we're not. We'll
obviously,
we'll
but-
find something on the way back. But like, for some reason, like, now I know what you're talking
I'm so
about.
nervous.
But like,
I'm so nervous.
like-
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
I know what you mean. Like, what you told me yesterday. Like, it actually feels like I just had like it felt like more like a memory. Like last night I couldn't sleep very well, and what you described just flooded through my mind, and it seems very familiar. I don't know why, but it's something I've seen before. It has to be.
Where did you see it?
I don't know. It's more of a feeling that it's just a memory of, I don't know when. Maybe in that moment I did see it, but I just blacked out before I actually processed anything. I don't know. And you were this is what you were sitting on? Like, this is so intense.
Yeah. It is.
I don't know. Maybe we both should talk to her. Maybe not. I don't want to pressure her too much, but I don't know. That this is a lot.
It is.
'Cause I saw the same thing where her she's hovering, and like her hair is like crazy, and like all the colors of the smoke and like that magnetism you talked about or whatever. Like I don't know. It's just. It's a lot to take in, and you can see that she's like panting pretty heavily.
I mean, just need to keep an eye on her, I suppose. For now.
Aurora?
Mhm.
Do you think like the way that this is described that you sent me, like if it would be like something of concern, or if it's just a moment?
what do you mean?
I'm just trying to figure out if Zephyr would be worried about what she saw, like, or if it was just.
That's up to you to interpret, I would say.
Okay.
There's not really much insight I can give you there.
Okay. I don't think like she's of any threat, but maybe the voices that she talks about has something to do with this.
Oh, it definitely has something to do with this.
And I think she mentioned something else, like she has like what I don't know what they are, but like a genie. Somebody mentioned it before. I don't know what that is. Do you?
Oh yeah, it's like it's like a guy that gives wishes and stuff. Yeah.
It gives wishes.
If
Well,
you-
I guess if
you want to
she
make
didn't
like
wish
a
to be dead.
Arcana check, Joel, you can.
Sure.
Some guy that just gives wishes.
Yeah.
I got an 11.
You know that they are beings of elemental power. They reside in the elemental planes, and yeah, sure, they give wishes.
I think
Makes sense.
Atayim is like his blood comes from genie. So yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, he's a genasi. That's like genie.
Mhm.
They're genie people.
Oh. So
Genie-
she has something that's like attain.
I
But
think she has something
that
that's
we
a lot
can't
more
see?
powerful. It
I don't
feels
know.
like-
Attain's pretty powerful.
Mm,
Especially
not
Spoiler. Plot twist. Atame is actually my patron.
Yes, yeah.
amazing.
That team is actually level 20, and this is just a host.
yes.
Well, we definitely
I-
need to talk to her about this.
We need to
We
talk
just
to
need
her,
to find
but
a good time.
I don't think it's terrible yet. I don't think it's concerning. It's a shock.
I mean, I'm glad we're alive and we have her to thank for that. So
Very true. I mean, whatever helped her could very much just be on our side and was just protecting her too. Not everything's bad. Maybe it's a very good sign.
I think it might be time to dust out the old zone of truth and find out what
Maybe we
Amethyst.
should have grabbed her.
I mean, honestly, we barely know her. We've only been in each other's lives a short time. It's not like we've known her a very, very long time. So
Well, I know, but maybe we should still do a more privatized conversation. I don't know.
see.
I mean, I think it would be better in private, but that's me. I would prefer that.
Oh well, we're definitely not going to do any of this around the Black Earth Brigade or hopefully the
Well, that, but
civilians
like,
either.
do you know if the other two, Amdrus and Atame, know anything about this? Like, I don't know if I want to drag them in and make her feel interrogated. I mean, we're all on the same side.
That we
At least I
think.
think.
The
don't-
only thing I know for sure is that I, gosh,
What do you
I
know
don't-
for sure?
that Peller leads me in the right path all the time. I mean, he put us into safety here. He's brought us together. So maybe whatever power that she has isn't actually to be feared, because he wouldn't have put me fighting alongside or adventuring alongside with somebody that is evil. So maybe
Right.
we should just trust in that and see what happens.
We can still talk to her though.
Oh, for sure, gonna talk
I-
to her. 100%.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
No, when
Let's
the
just do
time's right.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll follow your lead on it. I think since you saw it first.
Okay. We'll just go back to the cave then after that, I guess.
On the way back though, I do want to look for like random stuff that
Sure.
Amdrus could use, like berries or mushrooms and
Sure,
ferns.
make a survival check.
22.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can easily get a couple things and make it look like you kind of did something at least. Maybe it wasn't, maybe you couldn't find much, Yeah. Yeah.
When they get back to camp, Amethyst wants to go up to them and ask if we can talk, or maybe she'll be like taking note of like their random like let's teach Joel how to hunt, and maybe just being like, can you guys teach me how to hunt as well? And just through mind link, I think she's going to like talk to both of them and just be like, I just need to talk to you.
Both of us?
Yes.
I'm gonna look over at Joel. Like, I guess.
Kind
Maybe
of
we'll find something that we can hunt this time.
with
Yeah.
with
I
that.
guess,
Go to the bathroom. I'll go
Sorry.
with you.
Yeah.
And now that you guys are back, you want to go to the bathroom with me?
Yeah, exactly. And with that, you can see that a few of the Black Earth Brigade members, the elves, kind of look at each other. It is very odd behavior. Just putting that out there. And I would say, Atim, you were very easily clock that.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I also clock it?
Sure.
Or, yeah.
I would say like when we got to the cave, I would be like showing proof that like
Yeah.
I got stuff,
Right.
random stuff.
You guys went out and then come back, and then they were gonna, have somebody else teach me now and go out. It's just a little suspicious.
Okay, well, is there another way that we can go about this, or
Well,
like?
no, it's happened. So,
Yeah,
Amdrus,
okay.
what did you get?
I got a
The genie
16.
is out of the bottle.
Yeah, you notice
Yes.
that they also kind of look kind of confused. You guys
Well,
probably
I-
are also confused about it, but hey.
I
The extra hands are helpful, you know, sometimes.
Hold
I
on,
love all
hold-
this
hold-
new hunting.
We have plenty.
I think we have plenty.
Well, I want to get more rocks in case I need to make more food and water.
They look around in a rocky cave. Sure.
We are in a
Make a
cave.
I need the right kind of rocks.
make a deception check, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you have very good deception.
26.
Okay.
Fuck.
They kind of look and they just go.
You don't know how my
Okay.
spell works.
That's true, and they don't. And they just kind of go, oh, all right. We should be moving soon. This is just a small place that we have set up for the time being, but if you are being followed, we cannot stay here long.
Of course, we'll be quiet. We'll be careful.
What they
Well,
said.
Like question mark though, like not to them, but out of game. Like, so are they leaving? Are they about to leave?
Yeah,
We
they
asked
want
them
us
for
to
help
go.
to.
Yeah, they want to bring you back. They're supposed to meet up with other people right away to head
Yeah,
back
they have.
to Crow Point and beyond, and they want to bring you back. What's the point?
Which
Yeah,
is
we're
we
not-
we never agreed to go back with
No,
them, but that is the
We
But that's what they said. Well, we can do
That's
that.
the
We can
impression
head
of-
back. And
Yeah.
you guys have been lost, so obviously you want to come back because that's your story.
Yeah.
And now you
We'll
have your
catch
hands.
up.
Yeah. Can we just catch
Well,
up with them?
hold on. Let's play out this rock scene first
Yes.
before we move forward with future plans.
Okay.
Yeah,
feel
'cause
like
we
we're
did
getting
also
ahead of
ask. We
ourselves.
did ask them for help.
Yeah,
That was
to,
the whole
to take
thing.
the commoners
We
away.
asked them to help.
Yeah.
So they're under the impression that we are coming with them.
Correct.
Sure.
So, as you guys say,
Yeah, remember how you said Pelor wants us to help, wants us there? Now we're here.
as
I did say that.
you
Yes,
you
you
mentioned
did.
that you need specific rocks, and they just kind of go, all right, just don't be long. Then they say that.
We won't.
You guys can head back out if you'd like, dropping off what you had found.
We'll be much quicker with more hands.
Exactly. Rocks can be very heavy.
That's true.
The hands make light.
And
work.
I know she's picky. I've tried to give her stuff and it hasn't worked out very much.
What do you
They
mean? I
can-
treasure that
They
phase
can
every
be
day.
eroded with wind.
All right. And Amdrus and a team, what have you guys been doing this entire time at all? Anything? Just cooking?
I have been-
assume?
I have
Probably
been cutting
eating.
potatoes. Yeah, but I'm like cutting potatoes and like I'm like, do you guys have any cheese or like what are we working with here? What's
They have
what's the
deer.
You got
Now
berries
some-
and fungus too.
Yeah,
Oh.
some venison? We can make a breakfast stew.
There we go.
Start cutting
Stew.
potatoes and
Love
like the deer. Make like I'll make out like I'm like
Much of it was already prepared through the night, anyways. So you're
I
good.
might as well.
For
Yeah.
preservation.
Hanging jerky.
It was also there, like you guys had hunted yesterday for like everyone today. So anyway, so they would have it all prepared. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can be cooking. Okay.
I-
And the three
I
of
would like
you-
to make a nice breakfast stew with a. No, I'm just kidding.
You
Duck
all
confit.
Yeah.
head back out to the three of you. What are you guys doing?
Is there like maybe a river, like not like a stream or something, so I could pick out like stream rocks instead of like mountain rocks?
Yeah.
So that I could
River-
say that there's a
rock.
clear difference between the rocks.
Sure. I mean, yeah, there would be streams around. So yes.
Okay, cool. Because I don't want to go back to like an open river. I just want to find like a little
Right.
stream to like,
Yeah.
pick up some rocks.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, when we get there, Amethyst is gonna just
Looking through
turn.
rocks.
No, she's gonna turn to Joel and Zephyr, and it's time I explain some things.
I think so.
Does Amethyst know that Joel has Zone of Truth?
I don't think you. Yeah, you've seen him use it. No, you came in
No.
after, so you
No.
have not seen him. You wouldn't know.
And after, no.
If there's anything, okay, well then she's gonna be vague. I'm not trying to metagame or anything, but Basically, she's just gonna offer, like, if there's anything you need to do to ensure my validity. I think he's talked about Zone of Truth because we talked about doing it for Grimjaw, so I think I know that he has it. We
Oh,
just never
maybe.
seen it.
Oh, you
That's
did.
true.
you
Yeah.
did.
That's true,
We did-
yes.
We have mentioned that. That was a plan.
Yeah,
that we were
okay.
going to do.
Never
That is
saw
true.
it, but we've spoken about it.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
spoken about it.
So
That
she's
was a
gonna look
plan.
at Joel and say, "If you wish to cast Zone of Truth, I understand and encourage it."
I'm just gonna look at Joel.
Just, I mean, that, to be honest, I was kind of thinking about doing it, but now that you just offer it up, I'm not sure if it's necessary.
If you wish.
Well, we-
What do you
Um,
think?
Be
What do you think,
truthful.
Zephyr?
well, I mean, if she's coming to us to say that we can cast a spell on her, I think that we can trust her that she would hopefully just give us the truth off the bat,
Yeah, I think we
right,
could.
Amethyst?
I can say what I please, thank you. Yes. Sorry.
She's talking
Excuse
at
me?
those voices again.
Oh, is that what this is? Is that why you randomly say things with no context for some reason?
Bring me back where? They wouldn't. Yes.
Maybe
They
start with
won't.
that. What is that about? I know you kind of showed something is a lot that I didn't understand, but I don't know, just your random comments just don't make sense. What do you know?
So one of the voices that I hear is my patron, as you know. She is my genie patron, and she is a very stern, very helpful voice. She is the one that told me about that mountain dude. God, his name.
Ogre
Too many
Mox.
notes. Yeah. Ogre
Mox.
Mock. Well, there is another voice that is much older that I hear.
And who is that? Is that a second genie?
No. Her name is Atara. And I think it's better if I just kind of start from the beginning here. As a child, I was taken into the mountains to this group of people who are obsessed with this ancient race and wanted to bring them back. This race being the Kalishtar. Sup, Pyro?
The what? How do you spell it? The what?
Kalishtar.
Is that the
K-A.
ancient race, or is that the people who took you in?
No, that's the race.
Ancient race.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah.
I don't think Zephyr can, but Joel, you can make a history check. Sorry, Zephyr.
Why couldn't I?
I've always wanted to play one of those.
Would
No, I probably
Zephyr
wouldn't have
have
no
learned
idea.
about
No,
ancient races?
no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, not at all.
14.
Or you've never heard of them?
These people took a bunch of orphan children and we began living as we would in... We thought it was normal, the way they treated us. They gave us shelter, they gave us food. At a certain point, they asked us to bond with a spirit. I was the first. Which is why I was going to become a priestess for these people. it wasn't until I was a little bit older that I began to see the fault in their ways and see how twisted they were. But Hitara helped me. She gives me insight on things that I don't really consider. And she helped me a lot with how to talk to people at the time. But at a certain point, I was looking for a way to escape the temple, which is when I made my pact with my genie. I made the wish to get out, and she helped me.
Is this
With-
why you have? Go ahead.
Sorry?
Go ahead.
While we were fighting Grimjaw, I had a vision of sorts of... Sorry, I gotta find it. We talk too much in this fucking chat. Of just emptiness, and then black rolling clouds with flashes of red, and Hitara asked me if she could take over to save me. And I allowed it. She saved my life, and that's something that I'm very grateful for. In much that my patron saved my life before. Zephyr, there were things that she said. That first conversation that we had was because Hitara kept saying things that were confusing me.
About the lava, like that one, way back then.
Yes.
Do you know more about that?
No, she does not explain much. She just
That's
talks
okay.
when it benefits her. I wish I could give you more insight, but I genuinely don't know.
I believe you. Because,
That's why.
I mean,
Yeah.
what you just said, like, kind of is just, and I'm gonna look over at Joel, is kind of like, I guess what we saw the
Mhm.
other day.
You
The other
saw
day,
something?
I guess it was. Oh, I guess it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yesterday.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
we saw the whole thing, and then we'll explain. You know, we'll go over the whole what we saw to you.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it was intense. The magnetism was intense.
I genuinely have no idea what that is about.
Where does Hitara get her power from?
I'm not sure. She's very secretive unless she deems it. It's hard to explain. My patron is not the biggest fan of her.
Does your patron have a name?
Yes, it's God Zainara? Yeah, Zaina, sorry.
Zaina.
And I believe she had said it once before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do ask you don't share her name.
What do you think Hitara wants?
I'm not sure. She said that we still have work to do.
Because
But
she
she's
saved us
never-
all, basically. I mean, yeah.
I trusted her enough to let me come back.
That was wild. I'm telling you, that was wild to watch. I've seen some shit. I've talked to dead, charred bodies, and that is still on the top list of wild things I've ever seen in my life.
But she doesn't know she can do it again.
Well, hopefully we can do a little bit job of protecting you. I kind of have a question related. What was the deal between you and Grimjaw? Why did he resent you so much?
I genuinely don't know. I think he was just
Really?
upset that I was in his keep where I shouldn't have been.
Well, like that, what do you mean like you shouldn't have been? Because you weren't a Shifting Tides member? Like, what?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, he was always looking for new recruits, so I don't know why he would close the door on you.
Because I wasn't invited, I believe. I'm not sure, but it was nothing more personal than that. I do assure you that. I just really wanted to find Mariana. Her and her father were the first to take me in after I escaped from the mountains. And I've been paying off the debt with her father as well. I just owe Mariana that. She took me in with all of my oddities and my naivety of the world.
Well, trust that this is also important to Amdrus, so because of that, it's important to us, or at least to me, I will say. So, finding Mariana is at the top of my priorities.
Thank you.
We will find her. I know we will.
Yeah, and I think you need to do what you can to see if you can get any additional information you can out of Hitara, because yeah.
If you can trust her, then we can trust her. Well, we trust you. It's just somebody who's a skeptic can always have their own intentions, you know?
I understand.
Kind of what you found out from these group of people.
I am very sorry that I didn't tell you sooner.
We all make
Very-
that mistake.
I'm very afraid of being brought back up to the mountains.
Trust me, I know the feeling. I get now why you said what you said before, and
I really don't like
Sometimes.
cults.
yeah,
Like me, I don't.
started
You're not gonna.
to
You're gonna have
see
to
that.
drag me into Kaiman. I'm not gonna want to go there either. So I understand.
Yeah. We all have our moments.
Would
Whenever you
Amethyst know
feel-
why? Has that been discussed?
No.
Okay. Put that out there. Just a thought.
May I ask what's in Kaiman?
My father.
Is he a bad man?
Yes, a very bad man.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
It's all right. I mean, uh, most. I want to say it. I have never met a good king in my life. So
Oh, is he a king in this land?
yeah, he is the king of Kaiman.
You have to forgive me. I don't know too much about this. I've spent my entire life. I don't even know how old I am. But I've spent my entire life up in those mountains. So the only other place that I knew of was where I met Mariana.
Fist.
Yes.
You spent a lot of time in the mountains. Did you spend any time on the northern side? Like I'm sure you've already heard about it, but
Make a nature check.
That
Me?
smirk. That smirk that Aurora just got.
It was a thinking smirk.
Me?
Yeah.
17.
Northern-ish.
Y'all know how you smirk when you think just randomly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
that was
plenty.
a smart thing to say, so I was thinking.
Plenty.
Oh, and Amethyst, my dad thing is not to be. People shouldn't know that. I'm supposed to be dead. Just
Oh,
throwing that out there.
a secret for a secret then.
a lot of
So
secrets.
I
It
got a
felt appropriate.
17.
Yeah. North-ish is what I said. As
Oh,
far
okay.
as you're aware.
From what I remember, it would be north-ish.
What is Northish?
The temples in which I grew up in.
Oh, okay. You don't happen to recognize the Weeping Colossus name? I think you've heard us talk about it before. You haven't really said much, but I didn't know if you know of anything, or I guess more like the Order of the Flame. Anything in the mountains?
The only thing that I know of is a vision that Hatara showed me, and I am going to use encode thoughts.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
And, yes, and not with advantage.
Oh, that motherfucker! I got a nat 1!
You go to, and as you pull it out, it just disperses, as if you don't have that memory anymore. You
That's
still
bitch.
do. You just can't pull it out. Like, you can still think of it. It's just not gone. It's just, it doesn't work, and you don't know why.
It's not yours to give out.
I'd already gave it to Elazar.
Oh,
I know.
This bitch!
wait, do you say that out loud?
You see her kind of, and you've seen this happen, like her finger begins to glow and she grabs something on her head and goes to pull it, and you can see the ribbon beginning to form, and then it just like almost just crumbles away. And it kind of confuses you.
You okay?
Scares you a little, Amethyst.
That's never happened.
What's never happened?
Or I haven't been able to. I don't much care for your meddling.
I'm sorry.
Not you, not you.
There's a lot of information going around. Maybe you just need a break, maybe some rest, a good meal. We haven't had breakfast yet, and I'm sure Amdrus is going crazy in cooking. I'm sure.
I will say that while the name itself doesn't sound familiar, there is a similar. Am I able to say it? Or is there also going to be something to stop me to say it?
What are you trying to say?
The vision that I wanted to fucking show.
I'm confused.
The same memory that I was going to just show, I was going to just say instead.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to make sure nothing was going to stop me.
Well, we'll see.
Fuck you. There was a memory that I saw of a statue, I believe, crying lava. Almost like a weird memory.
We have similar memories, it seems like. I had a dream about that. This statue, do you know what it was? Like, do you recognize it? Like, was it a dragon?
No,
Really?
it was not.
What was it?
Trying to fucking can find it. Where is it, you bastard?
It
Did you
was
delete
like
it?
no. We just talk a lot.
We do.
Though that would have been really smart. No. It was like, God, let me find a picture of it. I believe it is kind of like an undefined humanoid shape.
Yeah.
Not really with features. Yeah. Like a humanoid face looking up.
Oh, I found my notes.
Okay.
Yeah. All I
Yeah,
know
future.
is that it was deep underground, under the same mountains that I think I came from. And there was a river of lava and a statue crying lava. And then a moment of clarity. And that's all I had. But I want you to know that these were not mine.
Humanoid statue. It didn't happen to look like me, did it? Okay.
But you're saying this wasn't your memory, this is somebody else's memory that you're viewing? Okay.
You can see other people's memories?
I can see Hatara's.
You think we could, or maybe I could ever speak to Atara? If she's the one who saw this, it just sounds so familiar, like, because of what I've seen. I don't know if she is creating them or if she sees these. Maybe she knows more?
She's very picky on when she wants to talk, but if she's willing to, I would happy to be relaying the message.
Is there
She's gonna
something-
basically offering the invitation to Atara.
Is there something I can do, or I don't know if I can give her something, but I'd be willing.
I don't know what Hatara even likes.
Really?
Hmm.
Well, I guess if she feels up to it sometime, I would love to speak to her about this.
Amethyst.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that you have kind of, and both of you, Zephyr and Joel, have kind of noticed this too. It's been kind of subconscious, but Amethyst, you've been kind of feeling chilly and cold. It's not that cold out, but it is early. But it's just kind of getting to you, and you kind of are shivering a bit and kind of holding your arms close.
Oh.
I want to drop down bonfire then.
Sure.
I notice this.
Sure. Cast bonfire.
Okay.
Or produce flame. Does produce flame?
It's just like a torch light on your hand.
But does it produce heat?
I would imagine. Does
Okay,
fire
I might
damage, so.
I might do that instead, and for the area instead of
Okay.
lighting the ground on fire.
Okay. I mean, like, it's not too much. It's like just your hand on fire, so you would have to kind of, keep your hand close
Okay,
by.
never mind. We're gonna do bonfire.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you kind of create a bonfire, and this you kind
Here.
of.
You seem a little cold. Or we could start heading back. I know we've been talking for a bit.
It's really, if there's any other questions I can help you with. I'm sorry that my knowledge on her is very limited. I just know the stories in which they used to tell us. The
No,
monks that I lived with were very intrigued with the psychic aspect that they give us. These spirits, I mean.
Joel, are you or Zephyr, are either of you guys proficient in medicine?
Oh, yes, I actually am.
Yeah, I am.
You would both notice that her lips are going a little blue.
Can I whip out Zendig and have Zendig hug her to keep her warm?
Sure.
Okay.
Still hot at first, but you get used to it.
Zendig, would you mind? Our friend's a little cold.
Why is
She's
her
gonna,
lip turning blue? That's not normal.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Your lips are going blue, Amethyst.
It's just probably a little cold.
You just notice
Actually,
that the
maybe-
external warmth, while nice, it's almost like an inner cold. Like internally, you can't be warm.
Maybe we should head back. I think you would do some good. Maybe we can get you some like hot tea or something, or coffee. Amdrus always has coffee.
Wasn't he talking about stew as we were leaving? I thought he was talking about stew.
Oh, stew. That should keep you warm.
I don't know if it'll help, but we can try.
What do you mean it wouldn't help?
I think she's upset. But we can let this rest for now.
Oh,
Okay.
And she's
They can
just
grab
gonna
some
go
rocks.
and yeah, she's gonna go into the lake and just grab a handful of like an
Just
armful
random
of
rocks. Okay.
Yeah, the rocks really don't matter.
I'm also like I'm gonna follow her.
Just-
Amethyst leads, and I'm just gonna grab a bunch. I was like,
Okay.
hopefully this helps.
For the fun of it, both of you roll nature checks.
Oh boy.
Are mine still at disadvantage because of my exhaustion?
No. It's not really an ability you're focusing on. It's just a roll for
15.
to see anything.
Oh, that son of a bitch, 7.
Oh no.
It was on a 17 and then it tottered over.
And then what did you get,
It's,
Zephyr?
15. Yes.
Okay.
All right. You guys head back?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
As we're walking back, I just want to say to Amethyst, like, do apologize for me on my behalf of if I've said anything or pushed too many questions for Tara. I don't mean to upset her, if that's who you're referring to, or your patron, you said.
My patron's been rather quiet. It should be okay.
I don't know. You don't look too well.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Okay. If you need anything, always ask.
Thank you.
I would also say that, like, as we're walking back, Zindig is probably on your back, trying to see if we can keep you warm.
Ray is wrapped around your neck like a skull.
I love these. I love them so much.
All right, and you guys get back to the cave where there is coffee, I'm sure, and a stew made. You notice Amethyst is being warmed up by 2 familiars, essentially. And they kind of walk
I'm
back in.
talking to the elves. I'm like, see, so what Amdrus has taught me is that this spice right here, I think it's called chicory. It has like a very sort of digestive aid. It helps. Like it's almost like this coffee that he's made. It comes in a pinch. It's great.
Good to know.
And I'm like sleepily standing over like a pot with like a wooden stick, just like
Yeah.
stirring it. Like,
Eyes closed.
Because
just
Amdrus
resting
did all
my
the
eyes.
cooking. I was supposed to be helping, and I'm just there talking.
Yeah. All right.
You're like sitting on the counter, like a rock nearby.
Right.
Like a
I might-
makeshift
I
counter.
might, I might pass like something every
You have
Yeah,
like
so
one
often.
little bit out of a potato peel, like you're holding
Yeah,
it in,
yeah.
in
Yeah.
one stripe.
Like,
out of it.
anyways. Oh, yeah.
But anyway,
You
yeah,
get like
I'm
one
looking-
chunk
I'm-
in and continue talking. Like,
I look at him. I'm looking at him. I'm like, cardamom. I think cardamom.
No,
No,
yeah.
to the that no, next to it. That
right.
One. Okay.
This.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There you go.
all right. You guys can enjoy breakfast with everyone. It's a big party crammed into this small cave. Well, it's a decently sized,
Heyo.
but
I
what
think
do
we
you
went
guys-
hunting. We made a good meal.
for rocks.
Didn't you leave for rocks?
No. You know,
Yeah.
the deer and the berries and the fungus
Oh,
earlier.
yes.
And
What?
think-
You want to eat rocks? I mean,
Well,
this
we
was- this is for
technically did
Amethyst.
yesterday. I was just.
Amethyst is gonna pick up a rock and like lick it. Like
It's
I'm just gonna like stare at her and like.
tastes very earthy.
"Hey."
Very earthy.
I thought they wanted to try it, so I was gonna try it first.
All right, and with that, as you guys are kind of eating, one of the armored individuals, kind of gearing up, kind of turns to you guys and go, "Well, We are heading towards the river. We were supposed to meet people across, or at least there. Are you all coming with them? Are we all heading back to the monastery or Starhold or something? You said you did need help. And... Or
I think Starhold would be good.
sure.
Yeah. No. I'm waking up. I'm there. I'm there.
I thought we were gonna. Okay.
I'm sorry. Didn't
If
you say
there,
Pelor took us here to help to save us?
if you guys need to do more, if there are still some things to do here, we can at least bring back the knowledge that you are still alive and your whereabouts. I'm sure the abbot would be good, but
Mariana.
That seems the better idea.
That's what I'm thinking about. We just got fresh news about her whereabouts, and I feared that if we go
heard-
off,
you see the rock gnome kind of clear his throat and go, "What about us, though?"
You're going to go with them, and then
They
when you
like
get-
look at them and they kind of look back,
Wow.
and there's this kind of tension.
Can y'all? Will it be okay if they travel with you to a place where they can feel safe to get off and venture on their own back to White Oak?
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Persuasion.
oh, I was gonna
7,
offer
baby.
the help action, but I don't think you
All
need
right.
it.
They kind of look and they look back at you and go, "Well, we can bring them to River Pass. We'll probably be going through there stealthily. If they want to find places from there and continue on, then they are more than welcome to. But we are to head back as soon as we can. We cannot dawdle and head other places."
I look at the. Sorry, go.
Piece of paper.
Piece of paper?
Parchment. Parchment, ink,
parchment.
berries.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I want to write a little love letter to my new girlfriend.
Oh,
I do have a
then I will
question.
teach you- I will teach you how to use
Yeah.
a paper bird.
I was gonna say, are you gonna give her a paper bird?
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna give these
Can I
travelers
put a small
or
pebble?
these people. Can I just give them like 10 gold for them to share, just
Sure.
to have spending money?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So I have 7 left now.
Yeah, you heard that too.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like
Fireworks.
fireworks or thunder or something. I don't know. Sorry, my window's
yeah.
open. I was just like, "What is happening?"
My bad.
The classic Canadian holiday of May 2nd.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly. It's like,
yesterday was Beltane.
Honestly, though,
Which is
like,
May
if you live
Day.
where I am, people will shoot off fireworks any time of the year.
Yeah, I mean,
here
who
and go
knows?
Crazy. It's
Yeah.
just
happens
like-
here a lot
Phoenix.
too.
It's like 3 months before and after every major holiday. It's just like, well
I still have these, I
Um,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, may as well use them. Maybe it's a birthday. Who knows?
It's never a birthday.
Never a birthday.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I mean, if Vatane's gonna give me a paper bird, then that'd be easier than giving it to the note to somebody else.
sure. Yeah, you can write in the paper bird, and you kind of do you sign it with your name or anything, or is it a
Sealed with a kiss.
or is it a anonymous? Love letter?
Anonymous.
And not whatever.
I'm not gonna sign my name, but I'm gonna put a little gem of like a little chip of amethyst.
Okay, kind of roll it up, and you can see that it folds and
Fold it
it like
around it.
folds into a bird, and you can like you can see it holding it in like in the body of it. So when it unfolds, it will be there.
I'm going to
it
I'll
flutters
write
off.
you a letter of what I wrote.
Oh sure. Yeah, it flutters off.
And I'm just
Um,
gonna ask the rock gnome and the human, like, are you fine with this? So, with this arrangement, they'll get you as far as River Pass.
We trust you. The human female just kind of goes, "We trust you, and if you trust them, then yes."
Sure. I do. I trust them to take you to River Pass. No problem.
Okay. And they kind of think and they go, "Is River Pass okay? Is it safe there?"
Or as the
He
last time
might
we were
have
there,
to be
yeah.
wary.
Yeah, I mean,
You,
as long as you don't get crazy.
No, they have to be careful. There's a lot of
I mean,
Black
it's
Earth
war
there.
times.
That's like,
River Pass, not Black Earth.
or not Black Earth.
Yeah.
Shifting Tides. Oh
Shifting
my god,
Tides.
too many cults.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there
Um,
are a lot there.
Yeah, you kind of say that, and they kind of nod, and the elves go, "Well, perhaps we go around it. We have ways to cross the rivers. I'm sure we can cross that one as well."
Just lay low and yeah,
Always.
don't trust anyone.
And then just as like a small thing, I want to give. So there's 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
I want to give one of the armored elves 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
I say 5 of these are for them. 5 of them are for y'all.
All right. Is there anything you would like us to bring to the abyss? Any news
I give
of what
her
you're
a
doing?
rock. I'm just
Okay.
gonna hand like a rock.
All right.
Tell,
They
I heard
seem
you guys like
fully
rocks.
okay with it. Yeah, they seem totally okay with it.
tell her the secret group is on the hunt for slavers of their kind.
Well,
We'll be in contact soon.
all right. I see you have birds of paper that you can send. Perhaps you should inform her.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that would be
Good
Um,
idea.
helpful.
And they just go, "I'm sure she'll want some backup in Crow Point. So if you're making your way there, I'm sure your help will be needed."
We're actually going to be heading
Very
further in to fight hopefully a leader of the Shifting Tides, further into Lake Turnian.
And you hear one of them go, "Noted. We will let them know."
Yeah.
The Shifting Tides sound familiar. I think we've had to deal with them before.
Well, we definitely have. So
Okay.
They have werewolves.
Noted.
they do have. Yes.
Okay.
They do have-
One of their leaders was a werewolf, so just be
He
you know
was. And he
silver
was very afraid of me.
silver
Was.
weapons.
Yeah.
What was being the predominant word there? Yeah.
With that, they kind of give you guys a bow and bid you farewell. And they head out. They say that there are, if you look for the symbol, you'll find hidden places here and there.
The person that was questioning my fingers, I'm just gonna look at him and be like, "Last chance to feel them."
Make a persuasion check.
He licks your finger.
I'm just like pulling gold sweat. Oh my god.
I mean, you did lick a rock earlier, so I mean.
I did. Oh my god, persuasion. Where the fuck is persuasion? There you are. 22!
He just kind of goes, "They real?" And he like feels them. He goes, "Does it not hurt? Is it not cold?"
You know, I was feeling very chilly earlier.
And you do notice you don't feel as chilly anymore.
Yeah, I
Lips
fucking
still a little
thought
bit
so.
blue, but it's coming back.
Yeah, I fucking figured as
Yeah.
much. Fucking bitch.
Um,
Fuck. Yeah, she's be like, I don't know, they just kind of feel like fingers to me.
Odd but cool. And kind of with that, they all kind of again bow, and the one kind of awkwardly waves and heads out. And yeah, they head out, and you're a separate way. Hopefully, you know, human people will be totally fine with the elves who are at war with the humans. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. And you watch them disappear into the woods and the mountainous terrain. What are you guys doing?
Well, we need to
Amdrus?
figure out a way to get further into Lake Turnian.
We need a boat.
We need a boat. We need to steal a boat.
Well, you were a pirate. Aren't you proficient in that?
I'm actually proficient in watercraft vehicles, yes.
Yes, yeah. I would not be surprised at all.
I've heard many stories from Mariana about you.
Yes, my seafaring knowledge is known far across the lands. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, yeah.
Fuck, we need to go.
Well,
We either need to break into Lakefall Keep and steal a boat, or find or like make our own like river raft.
I mean,
Do you think we could ask Katrina? Maybe she might be able to.
I don't think anybody in the shifting tides is going to give us any
little
hand.
fuck. You manipulative little fucker.
I thought you were
think
saying
I
that
could
to
somehow-
me, and I was just like,
No.
what did I say?
No.
Do you think you could make a boat out of stone?
No,
It'll be very heavy.
unless it's like shale, in which case it will be no.
So no.
Just checking.
I mean, I know the science of how a boat works. I'm assuming Amdrus knows the science of how a boat floats. So, listen, we can either. I'll just
Wait,
put it out there.
Joel, you can talk to Katrina. You always have. Do you think maybe you can just reach out to her and just
Zephyr,
start with that?
Katrina's on the shifting tides.
I
Yeah.
I
know,
don't
but
think she's gonna help us.
maybe not everybody's against it. I don't.
Mm.
It's always worth a shot.
I
Besides,
don't
we're
know
not
about
even
that.
there, so it's not like if she does hate us, then at least we know. But-
Here's my thinking. She does hate us, in which case she tells us to fuck off and never speak to her again, which fair.
Or worse, but yeah.
2, she does hate us, and then plays coy and allures us into a trap for a boat. Or 3, she does hate us and she ignores us, just completely outright, no answer.
Oh, we can at least try. It's not like she's gonna track us, cause Joel, it's through a mind stuff. She can't do that. She can't find us, right?
Atim, can you make a
Hmm.
wisdom saving throw with a disadvantage for me?
I would say she would assume that we were in the area still because we were like, "Hey, can you help us with the boat in the area?" So like we're wanting them to think that we're further away than we are. Oh.
Okay.
Oh my.
That is 3.
Continue.
That is not great.
Continue.
No one knows anything. Thank you.
I was writing a letter
You are?
to the Abbess. Since they mentioned it, I was like,
Mhm.
well,
Yeah,
we
they
might
saw
as
you
well.
use it and was like,
Yep.
bitch, you have something to talk to.
Oh,
Yeah.
done.
Well, I don't know where else we're gonna get a boat besides Lakefall, and I'm pretty sure if we show our faces, we're gonna be in a whole lot more trouble.
Also, just a quick reminder, we are tattooed. We don't know what this does. It hurts, is all we know. But I don't think that's going to be the extent of it.
This is why you never let cults tattoo you. Not what their obsession with tattoos are.
Well, I guess, Joel, you were right. It's definitely coming back to bite us.
Well, it didn't have to, but
Well, can we do anything about these things out of curiosity? Does anybody know how to get rid of a tattoo?
well, I've asked.
I pull out a
whenever he
dagger.
gets the message.
Oh,
And she's gonna, like, Zephyr's gonna cover her. She's like, I think it's magic.
You all
I'm
kind
not
of,
sure
as
that's
you're
gonna
standing
work.
there, like another gust of wind kind of whips around, kind of cold.
And then they watch. Just abruptly, up from writing the note, Ataim says they watch. And then goes
Who watch?
back.
What?
I'm
I've
sorry.
seen what?
What?
Excuse me?
Whomst is watching?
I think we're being watched.
From fucking where?
I don't know. I think you mentioned the tattoos, right?
Oh,
Oh.
we're being watched through the tattoos. Is that what you're saying?
Oh!
Okay. Well, then I'm just curious. Can I try to walk up and do
Cover it. I'm like,
dispel magic?
Sure. On who? On what?
Since Amdrus was the one to complain about it, or to say it hurts, I'm gonna walk up and cast dispel magic on
On Amdrus?
Amdrus. Yeah,
Focusing on the tattoo, I assume.
on the tattoo. Yeah.
Just to spell Amdrus.
I
And
use
goodbye.
mine for
Banishment.
I don't
That'll
know.
deal it. I just cast banishment on Amdrus. Fuck it. We don't need him anymore.
I would like to use
I-
psychic lance.
oh no.
I would like you to roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier, please.
Come on, Mr. Wise One.
I have a
Okay.
+4 on this.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. Your wisdom is
Hello, Pyro.
Look at that
Okay.
pearl. Look at that
19.
strand.
It's a 19. So, what does this look like? If you want to describe
It's-
this.
I think it. I reach my hand out to touch it, and like my hand starts to glow. And I mean, if it's successful, how I would picture it is like the ink from the darkness, which is like the curse or whatever that is like embedded in the ink, just starts to like liquefy from like the heat and the light that comes from my hand, and then it just like like liquid oil, almost like droplets, just kind of like suck into the brightness and get like evaporated.
Yeah, so this light begins to glow and you can see the eyes begin to brighten as Stroll, and you can almost, Amdrus, you can almost see those wings begin to apparate just in the light, like reflecting off the light.
Mhm.
And you feel that warmth pulse through you and almost sets you back. And exactly how you described it, you see it flake away.
Jesus.
And you feel, Amdrus, like a shiver has been lifted that you didn't even know was there.
And then I guess I'll do it to Ataim next.
Sure, you're gonna
Poor
try it again.
Kane's just wandering around with this tattoo and will never get it off.
Ataim, I only got a 9.
Yeah, as you go up to Atium, the same thing glows, and that pulse goes through, but the tattoo stays.
Well, I'm gonna try it again.
How many spell slots
just-
do you have?
This is my last 3rd level, and then I can also do it as a 4th.
You can do
Then
it
I'll
as
have a 4th level.
if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Just know that you are expending these spell slots for the day.
Uh,
As you try
That
again,
was-
that light
that was the
is
3rd level.
less.
it sucks to use a 4th level spell for that, but
Keep in mind that you're expending them for the day. But you've spent 3, so it's up to you.
yeah, I'm gonna use the 4th level on Ataim.
Okay. As these like flashes of light, you can feel this like pulse kind of just drift off of you, Atium.
Yeah, 18 plus, what
so
did I say it
that's-
was? Plus 4. 22.
22. Let me do some quick math. Hold on. That would be just enough. After 2 fails of this, the DC gets higher and harder. And that is just enough. You can almost see it withstand that again, and it almost seems to crack under all the pressure you were throwing and pulsing into this tattoo, and it seems to flake away. But it exhausted you, Joel. It took a lot of power to be able to do it. It's not an easy feat.
I'll get us tomorrow, Zephyr.
Okay.
If only we thought about that before.
It was almost like it was magically put on you, so a dispel magic would work. You guys were like, I don't know if it'd work. I'm like, find out. All right. Well, 2 are gone. 2, technically 3, with Kane wherever the fuck he is. All right. What are you guys doing? Heading out? Heading towards... Are you going, like, west towards the river? Or are you going to try to cross the river on the east to go back to Lakefall?
Did we actually get direction on where we should go for Mariana, potentially?
Just
We have to
further
go
in.
through the lake.
It was
we have to go
further into the
westward.
lake? All right, okay.
I guess
we have to
we
find a boat.
start figuring out where we can get a boat.
Or how we're gonna cross the river somehow there.
What are you guys doing? What is the plan, fam?
Amdrus?
I guess we just go further. We're gonna have to figure out a way to get further in. But we need a boat. Is my problem. I'm just stuck on the boat. Where do we get one?
I mean, is there a way to do it without a boat?
Do you know how to float on water?
I don't know if we can travel
can
that
fly.
far for very long. Can you fly across? I don't remember how big it is.
Why did it? Yeah, I was
It is a big lake. Putting that up there.
I think you might get tired. I did think about wild shaping, but I don't think I can make it. And I feel like we'd get exhausted if we tried swimming. Or we'd be spotted.
Hold on. Huh. Well, let's
What's up?
see. I can turn 3 people into clouds.
I'm sorry. What?
You are
Excuse me?
muted, Celeste, but I could definitely see what you said because you said it so clearly with your mouth. I'm sorry, what?
That is exactly what I said, yeah.
And I believe we have 2 people that can go into their own vessels.
Yeah. For up to 6 hours.
I don't know how long that's gonna take.
Can we steal a boat in the shape of a cloud?
Can you imagine, like, a random person, like, I don't know, sir. Just clouds swooped in and whisked the boat away.
I'm
mean,
okay.
kind of
Hear me
work.
out. Hear me out. We go back to Lakefall. We go right outside of Lakefall. We turn into clouds. Atam and I go into our little bottles, and then y'all steal a boat, and then we're good.
What-
We're
Also, what
golden.
spell is this, by the by?
Gaseous form.
Okay.
I was gonna say, essentially, we could turn you into gas and fit you into a bottle,
I
and you
mean,
could be carried across, at
I
least for
could-
an hour.
You...
I mean, I could change into like a cloud, I think, and steal us a boat.
I don't know. If
I think you can only do one.
Can I only do? Oh wait, is it a concentration?
It's a
I didn't even check.
concentration.
It is a
Yeah.
concentration. I didn't even
Sorry.
check.
Well, I can
Forgot about
cast
that.
2 invisibility on people.
There we go.
Well, I can polymorph. Can I?
Also that. You guys have a lot of things.
have a
You
lot
guys
of
are level
things.
7. You guys got lots of
So
shit.
basically, we just need to turn into a bunch of random ass shit and steal a boat.
A cloud and a cat just stole it. I don't know. Like, whatever. Just imagining
A
all
cloud and its pet cat
And
stole
so-
our boat,
Yeah,
sir. I don't know what to
Let's
tell
steal
you.
a boat. I am in.
Like,
Let's steal a boat.
And the
I
oars
mean,
just started floating on themselves. Like, huh?
Can we just leave like a little
then
pile
God
of gold
himself.
at the dock for whoever the boat
Yes.
was, and like maybe
Yes.
like a little "I'm sorry" note?
Wait,
I owe
wait,
a little IOU note. Like we'll bring
No,
it
no,
back.
no,
in
no,
one
no.
piece.
Yeah, but like, no, no. To be fair, I mean, where the fuck are our horses at? There's no chance these people are getting this boat back. But can we please just leave them like a little bit of like
Like,
gold
Yeah,
and just like
I would be down to leave them some platinum even.
Yeah,
Your horses are in Lakefall, by the way. They're
Yeah.
being
but-
kept care of. You paid for a week
We paid
worth
for, like,
of.
we paid for a week.
Yeah, but we're never going back for that.
Well, I mean, you
Will.
paid for
We
it,
kind of are. if
and you
we-
will be continuing to pay for it until you get them.
Whatever.
Where's my proficiency?
I think it was like a week or two. I'd have to double check.
But yes,
it was a
please, let's
week.
steal a boat or bar or
Yeah, proficient.
can't
in
say
Borrow
steal, I
permanently
can't
a
say steal.
boat.
Borrow permanently, yes.
we're
Um,
buying the boat
lis-
without the owner's permission. I like
listen,
that.
if you-
that
listen,
feels
if-
good. We're buying
if
the
you
boat
can-
without their permission.
If you can get me on a boat, I can get us anywhere in this lake, no problem.
Amdrus,
But-
I can get you a boat. I know.
Just
I,
have
I,
to do it.
think I have an idea.
this.
I
get me-
got this. I can
just-
get you
just
a
Get
boat.
me, just get me on the boat. I will handle the driving of the boat.
Where are we getting the
Could-
boat?
Could
Amethyst.
Atin
Yeah?
cast like that like fog cloud, and then us as a gaseous fog cloud could go in, so it would just be like another cloud inside of a cloud, and then that cloud could steal
I
the
can
boat away.
also I can also
Unfortunately,
summon an
no.
elemental.
It would be amazing, but they're both concentration.
Yeah.
Poop.
I can also
Well-
summon an elemental and just like, some
Actually,
like
okay.
little Dwayne the
Okay.
Rock Jr. Sorry, Dwayne the Chip Jr.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, 'cause
Dwayne the
he's
Pebble.
Dwayne the Pebble Jr.
But yeah, let's go steal a boat.
Okay, where are
Well,
we stealing the boat
Amethyst,
from?
I might need your help. To get into the water. I might need to go invisible so that way we don't get seen from afar.
Okay.
But I think I can get us a boat.
Did you want me to come with?
If
Amdrus
you want
Amdrus
to.
needs
To
to
the
pilot the
lamp.
boat.
Just out of curiosity, you think you can get us a boat, or you know for a fact, without
I-
fail, you can get us a boat?
I'm as long as Aurora lets me, I'm pretty sure I can get us a boat. Cause I'm reading
What's-
this, and as long as it works, do you just
Well,
want me to
any-
tell you my idea?
As long as anything works, you can get a
Try to
boat.
look for
But
mechanics.
what if?
Yeah.
Well, so
What's the
I'm looking
plan?
at the polymorph spell, and it says you can turn into a new form. I'm
Mhm.
thinking about turning into water and pushing the boat over. It's a lot less subtle.
Can
or
you
it's a lot
just
more
turn
subtle.
yourself into
n-
a boat?
No. Hold on. No,
That would be
that's not how that
amazing. I
works.
don't
You
think
have to be a
others-
creature.
It
Form
doesn't
of
form.
water.
Yeah,
A spell transforms a creature into a new form, but it still has to be a creature. You can't just turn things into an inanimate object or a fluid object. It still
Mhm.
has to be a
You would
creature.
die. I think.
But it doesn't specify a creature like the other spells do. That's why I thought since it's a new form, it doesn't have to be a creature.
The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal or less than the target. It has to be specifically a beast.
Where does it say?
It is like the third sentence.
hmm.
Yeah.
So
Never
you can do a
mind. Dang
challenge
it, I
rating
got
up to
excited.
7, so it gives you a lot more than like your wild shape.
Bet you
'cause
can't
yours are
like
level
be like
seven.
a
At that- I
whale.
mean, at
and
that
we
point,
could all
you
just
could
get
fly.
inside of you.
You
Well,
could.
I can do.
You could probably
You
do
wanna
a whale. I
start
don't think a
inside
whale
me?
is going to be higher than a challenge rating of 7.
Can we just Jonah and the whale it?
But it
can
only
only
lasts
do-
Can
for
we
an
pull
hour.
like
It only
Pinocchio?
lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
But a whale can swim pretty fast. Couldn't we all just jump in the whale's mouth and she could swim us where we need to go?
Hold
Can
up.
you
Let
get
me
as
find
big
a
as a
whale.
whale? Can you
Uh,
get as big as a whale?
Yeah.
What is for the extras? If I wanted
long as
to
the
do
challenge rating fits.
polymorph, what is that?
I'm just gonna turn into an invisible whale.
Okay.
Or
Gives you
should I
the
just look up
options.
a whale?
That's even better.
'Cause what does it fall under? Does it fall under companion, familiar, infusion, sidekick, wild shape?
Well,
Maybe wild shape.
Here.
Probably wild shape.
Percentage.
No.
Oh,
Let
they
me-
have sperm whales, killer whales.
Let me look real quick.
What's the CR rating?
Yeah, as long as it's a CR 7 or lower, which is a lot of options.
7?
Look-
Jesus.
7, because it's your level.
Well, because I can't look up extras unless
Sperm
I choose
whale
a
is an
category.
8.
That's why I was trying to figure this out.
So you wouldn't be able to
B?
do a sperm whale. But
Sperm.
is this what I'm getting? Is you guys
She
are
could
going
be an
to?
orca.
Are you guys heading to
a
Lakefall?
river?
We're planning, but I'm trying to have a direction so that I can plan for next session and we can end
Yes,
the session here.
you're going
Yes,
to
yes.
go to
We're gonna
Lake
go through
Hall
the
and
lake.
steal a boat.
Okay, and you're going to be crossing the river somehow to get to it?
Whale?
Sure.
She can be a whale.
Well,
We're all right on Zephyr's back as a dolphin.
We'll
Yeah.
have to if we're
A killer whale is CR3.
if we're
Yep.
doing this now, then I'll figure it out. But if we're gonna do this like next session,
well, yes, we should be
okay.
ending
There will
here,
be-
but
Yeah, we're
and it's
saying-
going to
Yeah.
take you a day to travel there.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I just wanted to know your direction so I can roll
yes,
on the
we're
right
gonna
table.
we're gonna go towards the lake, through the lake, westward.
Going back to Lakefall. Okay.
Yes.
So, I would like you all, or one of you, to roll a d10 and one to roll a d8.
I'll roll the D10.
I'll do the D8.
2.
2 for 10.
6.
6 on 8.
Okay. And with that, as you guys head out from this cave, after planning what to do, and heading back down kind of the base of the mountain that you were kind of hiding in, towards Lakefall, we're going to end it there. And you guys can plan through the week. As I am assuming, we will be back next Monday, on the 9th, to hopefully this plan will not go awry. Because it's not
We
like they
never
didn't
know.
just hear your planning at all.
No, of course not.
So,
Who's they?
have a
will watch
wonderful
it.
night, everybody, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.